Yeah, baby.
What is up, everybody? We are back for another Thursday night. Why? Why are you giving me? Oh, my headset. I'm getting echo. Never mind. That's me.
Okay.
I'm like, you're not hearing anything. I'm hearing everything. I'm like, what the hell? Why is it playing double? Anyway, there we go. Still having those technical difficulties that still pop once in a while. But happy Thursday, everyone, as we are back live here on the Happy Hour stream. Following Christmas. So, Todd, good Christmas, my friend.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, we always do ours on Christmas Eve, where we have, my mom and brother and his daughter over, and then her dad and brother and aunt and cousin, and a few people pop in and out. So yeah, it was good. It was good.
That's good.
Yesterday, really, we just kind of sat around and, I actually went out to my aunt and uncle's yesterday evening, so I hadn't seen them in a long time. So yeah, it was good. It was good.
Nice. And cheers and welcome, Dave, and good Christmas for you and Ruby as well, I take it.
Thank you. Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah. And so, like I was just telling Todd, we didn't really do too much. We went to the movie theater and saw Nosferatu Wednesday afternoon and came back and actually ate and stuff. So, an interesting take on the vampire movie is not bad. I was telling Todd earlier, it was definitely interesting. It was more of a kind of a love story type thing, it seems. So, but all the acting was great. William Dafoe was in it, who's always solid when he's in stuff. Yeah. So, but yeah, overall, pretty decent movie. Okay. And then was it? I didn't do it last night. Night before last, I did the live stream review of the Corson Dunk Christmas Ale. That was really good. That was a nice one. That was Belgian right there. So nice winter brown ale, so to speak, from Belgium.
Saw you went live. Didn't have a chance to check it out. But
yeah. It was spurred a moment. I haven't done a live beer review in a while. I was like, you know what? It's Christmas Eve. We'll do that. And I was going to do it last night. And then I was like, I don't want to go live again. So I actually did one of the reviews for the Old Nation that I did last night for the double dry hop Boss Tweed. So that'll be coming out at some point. I can't tell you when because I have so many things that are in the library right now. So I'm trying to get to those. This past week, I've been doing a lot of the shorts and stuff that I've had stored up. So I've been kind of getting them out from when I did a bar above, which thanks for everybody that's been tuning into those, kind of just a little teasing about that. But we had a pretty good one there. Already lining up shows here in January. So it's kind of crazy as things are starting to roll through.
I saw you're going to have Joel on in a couple weeks.
Yeah, Joel will be coming on to talk about Flight Across America, which he was on Dave's Beer in Front as well. And he actually got sent my way by Daddy Porter, who actually had him on the Wisconsin Badger Hour. Yeah. Okay. And he threw my name out there and we connected online to do some stuff. And actually I will have another NA beer being sent my way that I will actually supposed to get here tomorrow, but now it's going to be Saturday, it looks like. And that's going to be from Rationale. They wanted me to check out their Kolsch. So I'm like, I'm going to shoot it through and possibly we'll have them on an upcoming broadcast as well. Talk about what they're doing in NA space. NA space is growing crazily right now. So
where are they based out of?
That's a good question. I don't know actually now. I have to look at it when it gets here. Pull it up. Way to stump me, Dave. Yeah. Actually, I know what I'll do because I got I had Untapped up here a little bit ago. I put in Rationale. Rationale Brewing. They are out of Encinitas, California.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're going to be shooting their Kolsch my way, and that's all they do is non-alcohol brews, I believe. So just like Athletic, some of the other ones that are focusing out there. So
my grandma and grandpa and aunt and uncle lived out in Encinitas back in the 80s and early 90s.
Oh, really? There you go. Yeah. So you're familiar with the area then. You know.
Went out there and visited in the late 80s.
Mm-hmm. And so I haven't been out California in years, but never been to that part. Been to San Diego, been Carlsbad, was it Palm Desert or whatever out there? I've been through that area and all kind of around. Never been to LA, but around some of the outskirts of LA. But I've been to north as well, San Francisco and Alameda and Oakland and all that kind of stuff. Oakland's, that's a rough area. Whew. It may have changed since then. It was back in the 80s when I was out there. It was so funny. Little story. We were in college and we were selling these books called Southwestern. Like when you go to college, like that freshman summer, it's like a way that people will earn extra money. You don't got to be a freshman, but usually freshman year they recruit freshmen, but they usually have like sophomores and juniors. But they drop you off in another city in the country and you go, I don't know if they still do it now, but it was like these Encyclopedia Britannica dictionary kind of hybrid type thing. So you would go door to door selling it, try to put some extra cash in your pocket. And was doing one of the ones over to Oakland and talking to one of the parents out there, but their children and stuff that went to an order, but they're like, you see that house over there? Don't go to that house. That house is a crack house. And if they see you with a bag, they're going to rob you or shoot you or something. Like, oh, good to know. So, yeah. I was like, good looking out there.
If they send the brother to Oakland, what's up with that?
Yeah. Yeah, right. It's a little stereotype. No, we had some other people out there. It was so funny. So the guy who got me recruited into it, he did it for about 5 or 6 weeks, 7 weeks, and he's like, I can't do it anymore. I can't do this door to door. He bought like an old, like lime green, some type of Cadillac, little like from 1970s or whatever, for like $500 out there to drive back cross country to West Virginia. And he's like, I can pick you up if you want to go. I'm like, I'm gonna take my luck out here because I don't know if that's gonna make it that far. He made all the way back and he kept it for like a couple of years when he got back, but that was a risk. But he got to the point where he couldn't take it anymore. So I ended up sticking it out for a bit, and then it was like probably about like 2 months in, I was like, okay, I can't do it anymore, and just I like called home. You know, when you're not fresh, like just get me back to where I need to go. Like I don't care, put me in a Greyhound, and you know how torture would be from California to West Virginia on a Greyhound, and I was the one to accept that torture. My grandma was like, no, we're not putting him on get him an airline ticket. We'll fly him back. It's like, thank you, Grandma. But I was willing to go through warm bologna sandwiches or whatever, take that Greyhound if I had to.
Now, you know, he wasn't eating any warm bologna sandwiches.
Well, on another trip, we actually went down to Florida my freshman year for spring break, me and my buddy. And we went down there because we knew where we were going to be at, but we went down there with no way back or whatever. So we were kind of playing that risk type thing. We're freshmen, we're young, but we'll figure it out when we get there. We got down there, no problem, have fun, all that kind of stuff. Then it was time to come back. We couldn't get away. So we had to end up taking a Greyhound coming back from Florida. And all we had to pack were bologna sandwiches. And so he's napping on the bus, and I'm eating one of the bologna sandwiches or whatever. And he like wakes up and he's like, what are you doing? And like, no, I was just, nothing. Like, where's the sandwiches at? Well, I mean, they're still here, I guess. And he's like, why is this bologna sandwich all warm? I don't know. I mean, you should have ate it earlier when it was cold. So, but yeah, if you got to tough it out, you got to tough it out. I mean, the warm bologna sandwich isn't as to the level of a fried bologna sandwich, but it's not cold bologna either. So it's kind of in between, I guess. Yeah. So I've had my days, Todd, of eating bologna sandwiches. Don't get me wrong. It's not all great stuff happening. Not always ham and cheese over here.
Yeah, okay.
But one sandwich I've never had that I've always said, I'm going to try that one day. And you guys have probably had it. It's a Reuben.
Oh, I love a Reuben.
I've never had a Reuben. And I've never had a pastrami on rye either.
Oh.
Which is terrible growing up in the East Coast because there's like 2 easy ones you see at all the delis.
Yeah.
I'm not a sauerkraut person, so I've never had it either.
Not even like on a brat or a met?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No, I mean, I'm not a sauerkraut person either, but I'll have like the corned beef, the Swiss cheese, and the Thousand Island dressing on the rye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one day I'm going to have to put that on the list to actually get that done as well. Cheers to Vanessa. Happy day after Christmas as well. I know you had a great Christmas. I know you did a lot of cooking and stuff, so I'm sure everything turned out great. So you're probably ready to relax a little bit now. So, and then we have I was stuck overnight. Oh, at an airport near San Francisco at the end of '83. Yeah. But that was a different San Francisco back then. You could have went out and partied and all that kind of stuff. Nowadays, you don't want to go anywhere. You might get robbed. Just, people getting robbed just walking into a Walgreens or whatever out there. Like, it becomes so commonplace just to go into the store and just steal. Like, back in the day, not to say, I was a big person getting the 5-finger discounts. I'm just saying back in the day, if you went in and you did a little shoplifting, you weren't all like out in the open about it. You just, you had to have your hustle, right? Nowadays, it's just like I'm walking in, just taking and walking back out. Like, different world right now. And the stores tell people to let them go. Like, back in the day, they would have beat the hell out of you trying to rob a store.
Yeah. Shannon's brother's friend, he's a manager at like a Walgreens.
Yeah.
And sometimes he works the register or something. He said people will just walk in, go right over, pick it out, don't even pay for it, and just walk out the store. We're like, so what do? You call the police or anything? He's like, we don't do anything. We can't. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. What do you mean you can't do anything about it? He's like, people do it nonstop. He's like, they just come in and pick up what they want and just walk right out and never pay.
And then they raise the price, and people like us that pay have to pay more.
Yeah, exactly.
So as a customer, can I beat this shit out of them so I don't have to pay more?
Right.
Oh, shoot. That's another thing, too, talking about when we're on the Walgreens or CVS, the drugstore kick. So I will say, being back in Cincinnati, it's definitely different when I went into our local CVS here, because everywhere in Baltimore, they have so many things that are locked up, like just candy. Like, I'm going to our CVS and I'm like, oh, there's some gummy savers, or there's like, it's not locked up. It's like a zone where they feel protected here. Yeah. In Baltimore, this would all be behind glass and a key. You have to go get the person in front to come back and unlock just to get some freaking candies out of the thing. So
I mean, it's like that here in some places too, like that, different parts of special electronics and stuff. I'm like, you got to chase somebody down just to buy something out of the store, like at a Target.
Yeah. What's it like there in Chicago? I got to think with some of the stuff in Chicago, you probably got stuff unlocked at some of the.
I mean, some things are, but I mean, I don't see it all that often. I mean, mostly it's like all the Sudafed and shit like that's like under lock and key, and certain like cold medicine or whatever. It's like, man, I just got a cold. Can I get some Sudafed?
Then when you go and get it, you got to show your license stuff, and you feel like the biggest drug dealer. Just like, I'm just buying some cold medicine. Come on, man.
Yeah. I just want some NyQuil, man.
Yeah.
At a point when over the counter becomes behind the counter, do we still have to call it over the counter? Because really, it's not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's just funny when you go to some of these stores, some of the things. I've seen some of the stores where like deodorant is locked up. Like deodorant. Like what's the black market on funk out in the streets? So they got to lock up deodorant.
Like, I'm giving that stuff away. Like, some people need it more than they can.
Yeah. The homeless people are breaking in, stealing all the degree. Like, what's going on with that? It's like, got to lock it up. Let me see here. And then Vanessa, I got my key at the desk. The room was being paid for by the airlines. Well, they got you trapped there. Yeah, it's nice when they actually do that. Nowadays, some of them do, some of them don't. I mean, I won't get Dave into it because Dave works for one of the ones out there. But I know, like, when we got like a thing in Miami one time, they got us a hotel there. We had to almost fight tooth and nail together, but it was like, dude, you had us here like overnight. I'd like to go take a shower somewhere and get a nap if I can.
Yeah, if it's the airline's fault, then, if it's like a crew delay or maintenance or something like that, then, yeah, we're obligated to. But if it's weather or like air traffic control, hey, you're on your own. We hand out cards. It'll give you like a discounted rate. But, if it's a blizzard, hey, you're on your own.
Yeah, that's God's plan. I mean, us.
Yeah.
What up, Soup in the house? Oh, just watched Bad Santa Christmas Eve, which brings us to the poll question. Because last week, y'all surprised. I don't know if I was fully surprised. I know some people were surprised by Charlie Brown taking the cake there. But this week's poll question, we're going to stick with a little bit of Christmas theme as we wrap it up. Which of the 4 often overlooked Christmas movies that I have listed do you consider to be the best? Now, if you haven't seen the poll yet, the 4 choices: 1, as Soup just said, Bad Santa; 2, Trading Places, because people forget that was a Christmas movie as well; 3, Scrooged; and 4, The Ref. And I was going to put Home Alone there for a bit, and I was like, but I want to make like all like more adult theme type movies. Yeah. So, although Home Alone does get looked over.
I just swapped out. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
You sound a little
Okay.
different, though. You sound a little different.
Yeah,
on the
I
thing coming
swapped
through.
out to my earbuds. They didn't work initially, and it's like just putting those big headphones on. It's just like I'm already starting to sweat, so I have to see
Oh,
if these
shoot.
work again. Yeah.
So the other ones, you had a different microphone, or was it the same microphone? But you
When I
sound
first
different.
logged on, I had the podcast microphone, so
Okay.
now I'm just using the Bose, the headphones.
Okay. So you sounded a little different there.
Yeah.
But right now, Bad Santa is leading by 71%. Trading Places and the Ref are tied at 14, and no votes yet for Screws. Which I was watching Screws the other day, and that's got some good humor to it. So
Yeah.
So if you haven't done the poll yet, go ahead and hit that poll out there as well. We'll see where we end up at the end of the night. I went up to the room, inserted the key, opened the door, and a man and a lady were in the middle of sex. I said, "Oops, wrong room." Well, technically, it was the right room if you had the key, but somehow they got in the yeah. But that was San Francisco back in '83. At least it was a man and a woman. Could have been different. It's San Francisco.
Right? I mean, as far as he knows, a man and a woman. But,
Went back downstairs. He said they were sorry for the mix-up. They gave me a room in the penthouse floor. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Could have walked into a P. Diddy party nowadays. Now what happened?
Yeah.
Super Soup says, "Sup to everybody." Reuben grilled tasty. Yeah, I gotta try a Reuben. Haven't done a Reuben. It's been on my list, just never got around to it. Thank you, and Adapted. You as well. Merry Christmas, and hopefully upcoming on a Happy New Year.
New Year.
Yeah, 2025. See what happens. See what the curveball brings us next year. Could be interesting.
Like it will be.
Probably will be, right? What's up, Adam? Cheers, my friend. Merry Christmas to you as well, and happy Boxing Day over there in the UK. Which I just found out the meaning today of what actually Boxing Day was, because I was like, I never really knew what Boxing Day was outside of the day after Christmas. Do you guys know what Boxing Day how it started?
No.
Yeah. So apparently, from what I saw online, if I'm wrong, Adam, let me know. But what I saw online back in the day, the aristocrats used to give their leftovers to like the peasantry, so to speak. And they would box it up, like leftover foods and different things, and like some types of tokens of appreciation. And because they were boxing up, that was Boxing Day.
Boxing Day. Okay.
So it's kind of interesting. Now it's more of a celebration type thing, but essentially it grew out of like basically getting a doggy bag.
Yeah.
I posted an unboxing video today.
In the spirit.
Oh, this is hello as well. Hello, happy holidays, Vanessa from Unadapted. Imodium must be locked up now. Drug addicts think it help getting high when you're constipated. Oh, I didn't know they're going to lock up Imodium too nowadays. About to butt chug the last beer I have. Cheers, gentlemen. Hey, well, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. I don't know if we need the butt chug right after the Imodium comment. That was a nice little 1-2 punch there.
You probably have White Castles as well.
Yeah.
Wesson parties never use baby oil. Yeah. But that's some stuff from Vanessa's past right there. It's like we're gonna leave that one alone there because we know she had some wild fun back in the day. But speaking of this stuff, I need to crack open the beer. So one of the cool things about being back in the area I'm in now, because I didn't get it as much down there. Occasionally I would see some stuff, but I do get some of the high wire brewing again. So I actually picked this up. It's nice going to a grocery store like here and now being able to get beers again. In Baltimore, you get to go all over the place to go to the actual store and stuff. So I picked up the double high pitch IPA. Don't know if you guys have seen that or not, but this is one I grabbed a 6-pack, $12.99, 6 16-ounce cans. I'm like, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High wire a couple weeks ago on tap.
This one?
Yeah, because we got high wire in Louisville. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, weren't you just saying last week how you were like not buying stuff because you had all this backlog of beer?
I think I was out the window immediately to see something.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Yeah, I did, Dave. Yeah, I did. But when you see a good deal, as you would say, put it in the cart. I was trying to walk away and not get it. And it's like, you know what? I don't really have too many IPAs in. So if I get this, I'll grab it to enjoy. Yeah, it was. It was just like, hello.
I'm over here.
Yeah, I'm over here.
No,
So I ended up picking it up. And so nice having High Wire again. They're down in Carolina too, so hopefully they're actually doing okay. I think they weren't hit as hard from Helene, but I think they may have had some stuff down there.
I'm drinking a fruited sour from Old Irving.
Nice.
And yes, that Swedish fish on there, it's called lutefisk. It's a Swedish fish flavored sour. And they nailed the flavor, and it's really good.
Ooh, nice. You know what? When we went to the movies yesterday, I actually had Swedish fish to actually eat. I rarely ever get it. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to get some Swedish fish just to bring back the old school days. And I enjoyed them. They're still just as gummy, getting all stuck in the teeth and everything like that, but they were tasty. What I'm pouring for looks like an alien capsule. Yeah, this is the High Wire can, like their artwork on this one here that they actually have for the double high pitch IPA. So this one, I don't know if I mentioned it, but 9% ABV, and it's kind of cool. They got a little chart there on the side where it tells you like hops, how high the hops are, how low the malt may be, and all that kind of stuff. So that's like a little thing they give you right there. I like more breweries doing stuff like this, kind of just educating the consumer as they're actually picking up stuff. It's always a good thing in my book. But it says like low to medium malt, high hops, and then kind of between light to medium color and stuff. So, but 65 IBU on this one. So you're definitely getting a little bit of a punch in the face, but not too much. Okay. But I can still pick up some of the maltiness because you have to increase the malts to get the ABV up. So it's just not overly malty in your face like it would be with a porter or a stout or some of the other ones like that, some of the lagers. What's Todd pouring from? Looks like an alien capsule. Cool. Wait, Todd's we both got alien capsules? Like maybe it's the drones.
Yeah. So I am drinking one from Angry Chair, and they're out of, I think, is it Tampa? They're in Tampa, I believe. Yeah, Tampa, Florida. So this is a double dry hop New England IPA. And it kind of is. It kind of, we got the.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
There. It's called The Rake.
You know what they're doing? You know what they're doing that based off of? The movie. Look at the hand. Look at what's happening.
Yeah. I'm not sure what movie, though.
The
Rake?
It starts with the R. The ring.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of got like the ring type artwork on it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
She like pulls the hair and stuff back. Yeah.
Yeah. And this one comes in at 8%.
There you go.
And it just says most is brewed with Citra and Mosaic hop.
Damn it, unadapted. I meant Todd. My bad, confusing the Flanders kids. So I see what you did there. Rod and Todd, I got you. Dude, I can't believe you left Baltimore. I'm looking possibly moving there. The beers we could have drank, LOL. Yeah, we had to make a move and stuff, but some spots there. You were there. Max's Tap House that we actually met at. That's always a good spot to hit. And you never know. Things change and things happen. But Dee Dee's actually maybe going up to the Baltimore area.
Nice.
Hey, what's going on, JV? Hey. Cheers. Merry Christmas, my friend. Great to have you. Hope all is well. Happy holidays for sure. New Year starts next week. We shall see what 2025 brings, as I mentioned earlier. I already had 2 porters and 2 old fashions. I'm sailing right now. There you go.
Nice.
Because you said I'm sailing right now. Made me think of the Christopher Cross song, "Come Sail Away." Yeah. I'm sailing away. That episode with South Park and Cartman started singing. Every time he had to sing the whole way through.
And I I think of that every single time I hear that same
By the
movie.
end, he's just speeding through the song because someone mentioned it. GV said, I think the drones are being used to try to find Todd and Shannon's curtains. Could be a curtain hunt.
Possibility.
The new year seems like the old year, right? Well, we'll see. I mean, yeah. It's going to just leave it at that right now. So we'll see how stuff happens. Got a little bit of movement there on the poll. So right now, Bad Santa's still out in front by a good way, 67%. We do have Trading Places going up to 22% and the ref down to 11. Still no love for Screws, hanging in there at 0. Bill Murray. I know nobody loves Bill like Bill. That's a great Bill Murray movie.
Yeah, that is. My choice out of those two is Bad Santa also, but
yeah. I mean, Bad Santa would be the one for me overall. I mean, that's the only one I saw at the theater. Well, I was a little. I could have probably went if my mom would have took me to Trading Places, but I would have been under that 17 at that time. But I do like the ref. The ref was a good one. Screws good. I mean, but it's hard to knock Bad Santa. So
yeah.
It's hard to knock Billy Bob in general.
Yeah.
Like everything he's in is always really good.
It was the one he did with the airlines, Pushing 10, him and John Cusack. That was an interesting movie they did. Air traffic controllers. Don't even worry about flying after you see a movie about air traffic controllers. The pilot I'm good with.
Yeah.
The flight attendants I'm good with. The ticket people I'm good with. But them damn controllers, that's who you got to watch.
Yeah.
Up there, racking and stacking planes.
Yeah.
Only Gen X knows South Park quotes. We know a lot of them too. And we know Ren and Stimpy as well.
Yeah. Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead, yeah. I admit, I voted for Bad Santa too. Yeah. Billy Bob's from Arkansas too, so Blake isn't the most famous of us. Yeah, Billy Bob, pretty famous. So I always enjoy the movies he's actually in. So speaking of Christmas, like, were there any Christmas movies you guys watched these last couple of days with all the marathons going on that you'd like to sit down and enjoy more so? Like, you look forward to it being around Christmas time, so they'll be on?
No, we didn't. We watched the finale on Christmas Eve of Shrinking. We wanted to watch that. And then we watched a couple other things, but we didn't get into like any holiday movies at all this year.
Watched, well, we always watch it pretty much every year. Christmas Vacation.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, you know, that's a must almost. And then of course, Toy Stories, or not Toy Story, but Christmas Story. It's always on.
Okay.
You know. On
Oh
TV.
yeah, they do the marathon. Yeah.
Replay. So we had that on in the background a little bit too. What else? We had something else playing Christmas Eve night. We had a couple movies going. Can't remember what the other one was now though.
JV said you watch Claus. It's animated, but actually pretty damn good. I have not seen that. But you know, one Christmas movie I saw, one I actually even forgot about, as I talked about the topic being overlooked movies. Fred Claus, they've been playing. They played a few times with Vince Vaughn. That was on the last couple of days, so that was kind of interesting to see that. And then the Santa Claus with Tim Allen, that was on. That never really gets looked at as much either. Which I don't know if the second and third kind of followed the first one, but they also had Gremlins that was on there too. It's another one that gets some people overlook as well. And then yesterday on Christmas Day, they did play Lethal Weapon. I'm telling you, it's all done around Christmas. And people were like, it's not a Christmas movie. I'm like, it's done around Christmas.
Yeah.
Every year.
There's ties you can pull it towards Christmas, just like you can with Die Hard. So I think Lethal Weapon right in there. And I saw a Christmas list earlier that had Lethal Weapon on there as well. That it gets done at Christmas.
Yeah.
Then people talk Die Hard, but Die Hard 2 is also done at Christmas. And in fact, in the credits, they actually play A Christmas Carol. So
My brother-in-law was talking about Claws. I don't think it's very old. JV, if you know, I don't know if it's a super old movie or not, but he said it was really good too.
No.
So,
What's up, Disco? Cheers, my friends. Seasonal greetings to you as well. Hopefully you're having a great day there. I think you guys are on holiday too. I think you guys celebrate Boxing Day as well. So I think you're in UK, if I'm still correct there. Wonderful Life, probably still the best one. You know, it's a Wonderful Life. I'll still watch that from time to time because that does the marathon as well. But I feel like over the years, like somehow nothing that it actually did on itself, but it somehow started to fall down. Like people don't watch it as much. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's still great. I mean, obviously, it's not going to change. It's great acting with it, and the storyline, all that kind of stuff. But yeah,
Now, I didn't watch it this year, but I read something online that I guess Amazon has the streaming rights to it, and they cut out the scene where James Stewart was going to jump over the bridge, and
how do
then
you
the
cut that
angel.
out?
That's like the pivotal scene.
Yeah,
But I read something online. I don't know if it's true, but I think it was on. I think it was like on Fox or whatever. I was just scrolling through all my news feed, and it was just like people are upset at Amazon for deleting a scene from It's a Wonderful Life. So I read the article, and it's like, how do you cut that scene out?
yeah. Just I guess too sensitive nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's an important scene.
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazier and crazier stuff. Like
Yeah.
and try to please every single soul alive.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I guess that they put it in there, then they gotta have the suicide awareness line at the end and do all other stuff too. So it's kind of like they thought it would just be easier to take it out. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
that's part of the movie.
good.
That's like that shows the despair of the
public
character.
service announcement for not going through with it. You could see, how everything would have been had you actually gone through it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's like when they redid. Remember, if you guys remember from back in the day when we were kids, like E.T., when the police were trying to catch E.T. and they pulled their guns and stuff out, and then later versions they took the guns out of the hands of the police. They re-edited it. I'm like, how?
Oh, they did? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
they took the gun. I'm like, what? How do you do that? Like that's. I mean, that just changes the whole thing. Like that little change is
So did they just cut that scene out altogether, or
no? They still got a minute, but they don't have guns in their hand. I guess they did the re-editing of it because then they had like CGI or whatever later on.
Yeah.
They're doing something, or either doing that or doing something else with their hands. But yeah, they said they took the guns out of their hands for that scene when he comes up and he flies over them all. That's just crazy. But it's not like it never happened.
Yeah.
But I agree, JV. Wonderful Life is definitely one of the better ones. Watch the Stephen King Outsider, Craven, and Rock's latest movie. Not bad. You talking about Rock, the red one with him and Santa, with him and J.K. What's the dude's name?
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons, yeah, because he played
Yeah.
Santa, and then like the bodyguard is like the Rock, and they have to bring in the other guy. I can't remember who the other guy was they were bringing in. Oh, got to play Captain America. Yeah.
Chris Evans. Yeah.
In the movie The Wonderful Life, best quote: "Every time my bell rings, an angel gets his curtains." I think he almost got tired of spit out his beer on that one.
next Christmas, baby.
Yeah.
Come in the box. We're gonna get you. To give me your address, and they're gonna.
Yeah. You almost got to buy Todd a new iPad after that. Yeah.
Yeah. Christmas Story, one of my favorites, but Burnout on it. Christmas Vacation too, but both great. Yeah, Burnout is real. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I still watch Christmas Vacation. I can watch Christmas Story. I mean, it. Like I talked last week. It's like me watching Josie Wells. I know the lines, but it's still a good movie, and I'll still watch along with it. And I'll still do the lines as it's going as well. So it's just like.
Well, it's nice with those is like we had people over, so you just have in the background, and you can just watch it off and on, and you're just right there, like you never stopped watching it. The whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice about those movies is you've seen them so many times that like I don't really
just know it.
Watch from start to end. But
Yeah.
I said it before. I still watch The Shining when it's on from time to time, and I'm still like, hoping that Scatman doesn't go around the corner and get the axe.
Yeah.
You know, I can't change it, but I still get pulled in where it's like you're still like hoping that doesn't happen, but you know it is. So yeah. Bart's in the house. Cheers, Bart.
Hey,
Happy holidays, my friend. Hopefully you had a great Christmas there and set for a nice new year. Dee Dee's typing in the dark. Is that because of the 2 beers and the 2 old fashions, or the lights just out?
Narrow vision now.
Yeah.
And if you're typing in the dark, are you wearing your sunglasses? And also, are you starting to dance in the dark as well? We'll throw it all back to the 80s.
Or doing both at the same time.
Yeah. Right? If he's had the 2 beers and 2 old fashions, he definitely may be dancing in the dark. Cheers to bar for JV. JV back. Funny how Wonderful Life, Trading Places, and Die Hard were not holiday releases. Yes, Red One. Okay. Yeah, they weren't, but they were all set around Christmas and stuff, right? So, and then maybe Christmas ended up becoming a part of it. Red One, saw that one this week. Pretty good as well. Oh, okay. Well, you guys are definitely going against what I've been hearing, because I've heard some of the critics weren't a big fan of the Red One, but
I mean, it's not crying out. You can watch it for free.
is it? Red One is already?
It's been out for like 2 weeks on Prime. I've seen it. I just haven't watched it yet.
Well, if it came in on Prime that quick, then it didn't do as good in the theater then, because that's really fast for the time it came out. What about Elf? Goofy in spots, but overly pretty, probably Will Smith. See, I've never seen Elf fully through from front to back.
That was the other movie that was on. I was trying to think of it was Elf. Yes,
Elf. They do the Elf marathons. Yeah, yeah. Did you see the quote from James Caan when they were doing Elf that they said he told Will Ferrell, like they were shooting the movie and stuff like that, and he's like, "I don't get it. You're not that funny." That's what James Caan said to Will Ferrell. Like, I don't get it. You're not that funny. Like, yeah. So I don't know. I guess he wasn't as a huge fan of the humor, which sometimes actors are that way with some of the comedians, but I just never sat there and I could piece together parts, but just never watched it fully from front to back for Elf. But I don't know, to say it's Will's best movie. I mean, you got Old School out there.
Talladega Nights. I mean,
Talladega Nights. I mean, even though it wasn't a whole movie, you can't talk about Wedding Crashers and not talk about the Will Ferrell scene.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he's done just so many good things.
Anchorman,
out there, Anchorman, yeah. What do you guys look forward to in 2025? Good question there, JV. I wear my sunglasses. 80s hit song, yes, and Dancing in the Dark was too. Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, that's when he had Courtney Cox in the video back in the day.
Wasn't that the one that,
yeah.
Dancing in the dark. Never mind. Anyway, what are you guys looking forward to in 25? Anything on your agenda? Anything you're optimistic about, or pessimistic about, or worried about?
Just hoping for good health. You know, that's the main thing. Just try to get through like we always do. Doesn't matter who's in office or whatever, we get by.
Well, with all the back stuff, I can see you wishing for the good health for sure. Yeah. What about you, Todd? Anything?
No, not really. Just kind of the same old, like Dave's saying, just good health and get through injury-free, sick-free, whatever, family. Everybody's all in good health and whatever. And just pretty much. I mean, almost kind of the norm it seems for year to year,
Yeah.
Like our parents and stuff weren't getting any younger or whatnot, you just kind of always
true.
Things start happening or whatever.
No, I definitely would agree with that. Good health is definitely something out there. But, every year just try to grow and learn a little bit more, right? And just keep building on what you learn there, and hopefully get some more growth with the YouTube channel, kind of build that up. So doing some different stuff with the beer thing. So obviously,
I know what you say that. That's one thing. I'm gonna start doing my own thing without her. Who needs her?
I'm going solo 2025. Yeah.
Everybody else is moving on. Like, thought that was so 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Starting the channel, like, okay.
Yeah, we're no holding back now. Yeah. I think on the large scale of things, right? You would like a return to some sensibility for people out there. Just like I don't know how you get that genie back in the bottle with some of the thoughts process that some people have nowadays, but just to somehow start dialing that back some or whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, all the people blowing hot air aren't going to really do anything, and it's just kind of a waste to get so much down into that kind of stuff. Just like you got to live your life, you got to be you. You got to go out and do what you want to do, and not let other stuff pull you down. So that'd be kind of nice to see, and hopefully we don't blow up any shit over the next 4 years that causes any issues. Right? So,
I'm on a live stream.
Yeah,
that's there. Yeah,
through the 4 years, like
yeah.
Next
But
year.
from the beer perspective, I mean, 2025, I think is going to be off to a good start on mine. I think I'm going up to Columbus for the Ohio Brewers Conference. I'll be doing that at the end of January, which would be good to get some more knowledge from some of the beer people and be able to share that kind of stuff with the channel and the different things. And another great beer tuber hangout later this year, probably down in Carolina, that we'll be doing. Lot more fun environment on stuff. We got the Beer Fest. Todd will be here in February. We'll be doing the Beer Fest, so that'll be a cool thing. And try to get back up to Chicago at some point here as well. Now that we're back in the Midwest, it's like a 5-6 hour drive, so that's no problem. Get up there for a few days, see Dave and Mal and everybody, and see some cool spots.
Get a long weekend and take a drive down to you guys.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to have you guys come down here like when it's like Oktoberfest. I think you guys had a blast coming down in September for that. But yeah, a lot of good stuff like that. And just, keep living your life. Keep going out there, enjoying things. Don't let anybody take the wind out of your sails, so to speak. That's kind of poetic. I like that. Don't let anybody take the wind out of your sails. Put that on the Hallmark card. Christopher Cross earlier. Now you got more sales. I like what we've got going here. Give me a few more beers. I'll be doing some Neil Diamond in a couple hours. So I'll be to the Simon began. The Simon Garfunkel level. Yeah. Bridge over troubled waters. Yeah. Oh. What's up, Emerson in the house? Cheers. Oh, you're up in Rochester. Drinking a Labatt Blue Light, a lot of them. Okay, let's get it on. Cheers. Well, hopefully you had a great Christmas and you're having some great times with the family there as well. Hopefully you're sharing this with the family there. You're not hogging us all to yourself if you're there with all of them. So, like I watch these folks every Thursday night.
So we need to get Dave out to the beer tubers next year.
Yeah, we need Dave. Yeah.
I got to keep recruiting you because that was my award last year, was recruiting somebody.
You are the ambassador. You were the ambassador. Yeah.
I got to stay on you. I'm gonna get you out there.
What time of year is it?
This is July this year down in South Carolina. So South Carolina, North Carolina. So we'll be hitting some spots down there, which obviously anybody in beer knows that's a great beer area too. So
because I think it was the one weekend or one day of the weekend we were going to go to Asheville, I think.
Yeah.
Part of the plan. So.
And Dave's like Brian because he can probably get the airline to buddy pass type stuff too. So.
Yeah.
And
I got kin in Asheville, so I always
oh shit,
we go there. Yeah. I got a place to stay.
I think a plan's coming together here.
Got a little time to work on you.
Yeah. And then, I know down there in Carolina too, we'll probably have Wayne too from Wayne's beer delivery because he's right down there. I can't imagine him not being hanging out with us.
I'm going to grab another one. I'll be right back.
All right. As Jay in the house. Cheers.
Work on him. What's up, Aaron? Him also. Yeah.
Got to get Wayne there. Wayne's got a couple other people with him that do the podcast. Man, my handicap dropped. Well, my handicap dropped. Oh, for your 2025. You're all about the golf all the time. Must be nice being retired.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What's it like? Unlike Varsity Blues, I want your life.
Yeah. handicap draw. TB is in the negatives. Then I got to assume below scratch golfer. I'm probably floating around there anyway. So
yeah, I know Didi's killing it out there. Well, thanks, JV. You are too, my friend. I'm glad to see you back up doing some stuff, and wishing you all the continued success. And me and JV have talked some stuff offline and some ideas. Hopefully those other ideas you start rolling out if you haven't done it yet. And I think you got a great opportunity there. JV knows all the new like social media type stuff you should be checking out. Hit the damn likes. Well, I appreciate that, Didi. Hit the likes. The likes do help.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so what beer did you get, Dave?
I picked up one from Goldfinger. This is a Polish lager, a Polish Pils called Pulaski. And this is really good. I mean, I had this the other day. The person who works at the bottle shop recommended it to me. I'm like, all right, I'll try it because they have a thing there where you could like mix and match. You know, you don't have to buy a 4-pack or a 6-pack. So I grabbed one, thought it was so good. I went back and grabbed a 4-pack of it. Just beautiful, crisp lager, fantastic.
Nice.
Austin Powers instantly came to my mind when you said
yeah.
yeah.
Well, he said he went back there. Instantly got another one. You know what I thought of?
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers. Oh, no. 5 beers. 6 beers. 7 beers. 8 beers. 9 beers.
You know, back in the day, we'd have days like that. We can't do that now at our time and age where we're at. But back in the day, you get on that little run. Yeah.
Back in the day, too, it wasn't 9-10% beers either. They were the,
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, you're drinking Miller Genuine Draft or whatever. Yeah.
You're trusting Red Dogs. It ain't the same, folks. It ain't the
same. I mean, it'd take you 10 or 12 of them to just get to those, to the point of what we're drinking now. So
yeah. Yeah, because you imagine like having if it was now, we had the beers we have now back then. Yeah, we would have definitely been hammered early.
Yeah.
And we'd probably be dead because our livers would be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all the parties back in the day doing the funneling and all that kind of stuff and the shotgunning. You did not do that with craft beer. although we did have
go back to work. We'd all go into work the next morning.
Yeah.
Be like, all right, we're good. Little extra mouthwash.
Still doing it right. Yeah.
Well, it was like I was telling some of the younger people before, a few years back and stuff. We were talking about growing up in different decades, and they were like, "What's like growing up in the '80s, working and kind of doing stuff?" Like, well, if you want to see what the '80s was like back in the day, go out and back then we used to rent. Now you just pull up digital or whatever. Bright Lights, Big City with Michael J. Fox and James Spader, and then when they were like in the '80s as the business people and they were partying all night and then coming to work like in the same clothes. Like, yeah, it was a different time for sure.
Cocaine's a powerful drug, man.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't uncommon to hear somebody say, "Didn't I see you wearing that last night?"
Oh, it must have been somebody else. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, the 80s, probably the 80s or something. Retirement is like, I don't give a damn what time o'clock it is. I like that. That should be on a t-shirt right there.
Yeah, there you go.
I would like that time any time of the day. Hey, Liz, cheers. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Hopefully you and JT had a great holiday. I'm pretty sure you did, but great to see you. And I think Liz probably I told these guys earlier, we went to go see Nafarasti yesterday. That was kind of interesting. I think you and JT would probably enjoy it though too. I'm drinking a winter ale from 4-Day Ray Brewery called Snowshed. Really good. They're out of Fishers, Indiana. Oh, you know them, Todd? You were here?
Yeah, I've heard of 4-Day Ray before, but okay. I've never had anything from them. If I had maybe at a beer fest or something, and
yeah.
I can't remember if I did or didn't. Sometimes just get in line and get a beer and you don't even remember exactly who it's from.
That can happen. Do you guys look forward to the winter ales that come out around this time of year? Actually, probably around November, but they'll be out. now through like January, February.
Yeah, I like the winter warmers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I like them better than the Oktoberfest stuff, but
Yeah, you weren't big on Oktoberfest stuff. Why is that? Why you just see not
I don't know.
the flavoring of it? You're not a huge
not
fan
that
of it still?
Not that I don't like them. I'm not, I don't go out of my way to get them like a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Why? I have no idea why. Well, I drink them. I absolutely do drink them, and I drink them.
Well, I drink them. Hell yeah, I'll drink them.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'll drink them now.
If there was an October winter warmer or something, I would probably do the winter warmer. And then obviously, if there's like a stout or an IPA or something beside, I would do one of those probably over that even. But I drink them.
Everything now is. I'm sorry, did I cut you off? You froze for a second, Todd. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, you're good.
Okay. It's just like they come out so damn early now. Like Oktoberfest come out in July, and the winter beers are out before Halloween. Bring them out a little closer, and you can enjoy it.
It's kind of like everything is,
Yeah.
When you go to get Halloween decorations, you got, like I said, you got to get them in July or whatever. Then
Yeah.
Christmas comes out when it's Halloween or whatever. You're like,
yeah.
I think society's backwards on this stuff. Like, what is going
on?
Yeah, it's like people are trying to beat each other out there, like we talked about before. And it's like nobody wants to be the last one out because they get stuck with like nobody buying their stuff, probably.
And that's true. That's probably true.
But when you're too early bringing it out, it's like, I don't know, just like the enjoyment isn't there yet. We got some stuff happening on the poll, folks.
They do always enjoy Celebration.
Yeah. A lot of people are drinking Celebration right now. I've seen that, like a lot of people drinking it. Which is always a good one.
Out, way early.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw
that. That's the one you don't mind. That's like just a regular IPA.
Yeah.
Just a fresh hopped one, so it's not like it's a specific. It doesn't have like Christmas flavors like anything else. But that's one I'm always looking forward to. I'm hoping I can find. I'm going to take a run at Costco because I'm off all week. Maybe on Monday nice. I can get a Rod J deal or something and get a case of that on sale.
Well, you got more than.
Don't get your hopes up, Dave.
We all got goals, but
yeah, that's my goal for 2025. Yeah,
get more J deals.
Yeah.
You only got a couple weeks, and you'll be getting the super scooped up to Bourbon County for like half off. So
yeah.
What was I going to say? Shit slipped my mind at this point. Anyway, it'll come back to me. But getting Rod J deals is always something to shoot for. That should be in everybody's list for 2025.
Yeah. And as much crap as I give you about it, I have gotten Rod J deals with Rod J himself.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you know him? You're with him?
Yeah.
We'll get the deal to you also, just because.
Well, that's the thing that was so funny when we were up in Niagara, because I came in early and me and Ray went to Brimstone and we were talking with them. And like, it's so funny, like, because the guy that we were talking to, one of the brewers, actually knew Matt from Massive and everything. So I was talking about me and him were talking about Matt and all that kind of stuff. And he was like kicking and stuff like that. And then Ray does stuff at the brewery anyway. So I don't know if it was a got a Rod J feel that came through or whatever, but then we went to go get some beers to bring back to the house. And they're like, oh yeah, just take what you want. We got you covered. And Ray was like, what? Excuse me? Like, I don't think it happened to Ray before that I'm aware of. And I was like, I'm just here for the first time. Maybe they heard I was coming. I don't know. But they were like, yeah, they said, go ahead, put them in the box, whatever you want to take. You're good.
So what'd you do? Have one of these? One of these?
We already had some in the box, and it was like, we don't want to go back and get more because then it's like you're looking greedy or something, right? But we were going to pay for the ones we had. And we're like, okay. And then we got outside. We're like, damn, we screwed that deal up. So we got more.
In the meantime, people in the back going, oh my gosh, look who's here. Look who it is in person.
Oh, shoot. JT in the house. Cheers, JT. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, my friend. We're just talking to Liz there. Dave smoking some Endo. I think he's getting a Rod J deal. It's been known to happen. So, but go out there and just make it happen. Tell the stories, have fun, and, do what you do. And if you don't get the Rod J deal, it's not that bad. It's only just a little bit here and there. I mean, it's only a little bit of money,
You know, I
But
feel bad for Chase for next year though, following the Niagara trip. But he's gonna be he's gonna be great though, because he's got Asheville right there also. So
yeah. Let's don't feel pressure on anything, because I feel like the group. I mean, last year was the first one I went to, but I feel like Shane and Ray felt like the pressure from what I guess Brian had done before to kind of started sleeping on. Like just do what you do. I think everybody's gonna be happy regardless. You know.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
everybody's more happy just to get together than anything else.
You with friends drinking beer. What else do you need? You know.
Yeah. We're not trying to impress anybody or anything along those lines. Just having a good time. Which I need to get another beer here. So let me grab another one. Todd, did you get another one as well already?
Nah, I'm about ready to though. Oh wait,
right.
wait, you come back.
All right, let me grab this one. You guys can talk to the class here while I go grab a beer. Dave, you can tell them stuff you got upcoming as well, Dave, if you want. Too. So,
you're in Illinois. I'm in a magazine, so you got to check out Illinois Brewing Magazine. It's available. A lot of breweries, a lot of bottle shops. They had an article online, and I'm waiting for the paper copy so I can show my mother that all this drinking is actually productive.
So were they interviewing you about your channel, or what was?
No, just about what are you looking forward to during the winter? Any new breweries, stuff like that. So it was a little like a 5-question thing. So I'm like, oh, that was kind of cool. So they have my picture in there. So that should be out in print any time soon.
See, there you go. There's next year's Christmas gift. You can cut it out and autograph it and give it to her.
Yeah, here you go. I'll give that to my mother. Yes. So yeah, that was cool. The Beer Media Group, we got a couple new members that signed up this week. We have Hops Geek News that do like a comic plus beer thing. They do everything. I think it's the same night as you, Roger. I think they do their stuff on Thursdays, and then Ruveni De Silva, she's down in Austin.
Yeah.
She joined up, so we got a couple new members there. So, things are moving forward.
Yeah, and that's Amethyst Hills, for those that don't know as well. That's her moniker online. And I'm not going to crack this one open. I just wanted to show it to you because I think you've talked about this one before on your show, but I did pick it up when I came back to Ohio. Jackie O's di Piazza, the Italian-style Pilsner.
Oh, I love Italian Pilsners.
Yeah, but I think you had brought that up on one of your news stories a while back, and when the place I stopped actually had it in there, so I grabbed a can of it. So just wanted to show that to the class.
You can never go wrong with Jackie O's
for upcoming review, but I'm going to go ahead and get into this one again because I have been enjoying this. The double dry hop Boss Tweed, another great thing, which I didn't realize this. I was told earlier today that Old Nation discontinued Boss Tweed from being a year-round beer.
Really?
Yeah, but this is like a different variant of it they had brought out. So double dry hop. So if you get it, I already shot the video for it, so I'm not going to say too much about it because I'll have the review coming up. But I will say, if you see it, get it, especially if you're a hop head, because it is just tasty. As tasty.
I don't think I've had anything bad from them. That's always good.
I need to pick up just the regular one. We see them here now from time to I don't know now since we got new ownership from all the local liquor stores. Their selections have slimmed down for sure. So, but I think we can still get to eat the regular Boss Tweed. So,
and this is the weirdness of Ohio because you can go to different craft beer stores and not run into this. I picked this up at a Marathon gas station that features craft beers. A gas station, not the beer store, but at a gas station that has craft beers.
Yeah.
If I went to the beer store, they would already wouldn't have had it.
Yeah.
I mean, the gas stations in Ohio are legit for sure.
Yeah.
Stopping and getting gas. I was like, I'm gonna go use the restroom and walk in. I was like, hey, these are better than some of the liquor stores I got at home. I can get.
When a gas station has a craft beer section and they put a billboard out on the highway, that's something. That's like, okay, I got to stop in because on the highway, you're going to see like liquor outlet or discount den or whatever it may be. But you say a gas station, we got the craft beer. You're like, I got to go see what this gas station's all about. And I was not disappointed. So out in BFE
tank anyway, you might as well.
Might as well, yeah.
Why not?
And that was actually kind of Todd's fault anyway, because Todd knew I was going up to Michigan. He's like, sounds like it's going to be another beer run. Wasn't planning to be because it was going for work, but then coming back, I'm like, I saw the sign. I like, it got to be a sign. I mean, here's your sign,
So it's my fault. It's my fault.
God shined his light on me and said, "You need to go
Yeah.
here." And like Dion, I didn't go to Colorado, but I went to the beer store.
Yeah.
He was thinking, "Oh, I can't disappoint Todd. I better stop in here and just
Yeah.
see."
I better stop in. Yeah.
I know, and I would have been actually. Good for you.
It's like, what brings you in? God told me you got some beer in here. I need to see. And God wasn't lying.
Light shining down. The light was shining down.
The Lord has led me again.
Yeah. Like for the Blues Brothers, have you seen the light?
Yeah. If only I had a sign. Here's your sign. Oh yeah. So yeah, Ohio's got great gas station like for beer. Like if you see in Ohio, it's worth it to check out any of the Marathon, BPs, whatever it may be. If it says it has craft beer in there, you're probably gonna be surprised. I've seen some that are bigger than craft beer stores, like Todd was kind of alluding to. Yeah.
I thought that was like, that was no joke, or I wouldn't joke.
Yeah. Which is always funny because I go in there and it's like I see if there's a lot of good stuff. Like I walk up and I'm like, "Do you have a box? Like what kind of like a bigger box? Like I'm gonna be carrying some stuff out of here." And they're like, people come in, they might get some M&Ms, they might get some Skittles, they might grab a 6-pack after work. I'm like, no, I'm about to do some buying up in here. I need a big box I can throw in the back of the car. And they're like, will this work? And they give me like a case box. Yeah, this will work right now.
Yeah.
It's like trying to walk into Jungle Gyms and not use a cart. Yeah. Let's see how far you get there if you're going to try to get some beer. You got to go back and get the cart. Or Benny's, like where you're at, right? Like you just know, like I'm going to bring it just in case.
Yeah. You're not walking in there with that little basket. No, you got to get the cart. Yeah.
You know, the people behind the counter is going, they've never been here before. Just laughing.
I literally have one of the guys at Jungle Gyms one time. I was one of the younger guys. He's probably like 22, 23. And I bought like a bunch of beer. And he's just like scanning. He's like, geez, mister, you got a lot of beer here. I was like, oh, it's just all part of what I do. Don't worry. It's all tax written off. Like, you can write this off your taxes. Well, if you're doing it the right way, you can.
We put a hurting on Jungle Gyms when we went. I know that.
Yeah. They said, are you friends with Rajay?
Yeah. You look familiar. Do you know? Matter of fact, yes.
Yeah. You look like that guy on the Rajay channel.
Yeah.
Discounted. Stopping in.
I need to connect with them. They do have a Jungle Gym mascot guy. He was usually like on X and some other stuff. I need to connect with them. Just so they know when we come in, they'll give us more deals, maybe. Nothing meets the level of Anchor. Damn shame. Yeah, I was hoping Anchor would have been able to pull it off since the guy that bought the yogurt company bought them to try to get the Christmas sale out this year, but wasn't to be. So, but hopefully next year they'll be back so you can actually enjoy some Anchor. I know I've seen a lot of people that had sold Anchor that were breaking it out and sharing some of the stuff they were drinking. Indeed, you are, my friend. What are you drinking tonight, JT? Dave. Oh, wait a minute, I got that one already.
Yeah.
There. Did I come up twice? Yeah, it did come up twice. Okay. Wow, gas station shaking my head. Cool. So yeah. In Ohio, and actually some parts, I think Kentucky, you have some of the gas stations that are really good at getting craft beers, but Ohio more than anywhere. Michigan might have some stuff like that. I don't know. Illinois, can they do gas station beers there? Or?
Yeah, they have, but it's generally, I mean, you like might get a Air in Nevada, but it's mostly here's your Voodoo Ranger or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's like where I'm at here, Kroger, like they have a row of their cool that are just all craft beer. Yeah. And like the row they have in there are bigger than what I've seen in some other stores and stuff. Now in Kentucky, we get a few that would come in from the craft beer and Kroger, but nothing like they have on the Ohio side. So it all depends where you're at. It's location.
Like our Mariano's here, which is owned by Kroger, like their craft beer section, it's not bad, but they're like build your own 6-pack. It's just the same thing. It's like all founders. Well, all right, scratch that off my list. Goose Island and a couple others. Like there's nothing here I would want 6 of. So I'll just, if I get something from there, I'll just buy a 6-pack of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's funny. Like I go to Kroger sometimes, and I haven't done it here because we got little good stuff here since I've been back. But the old build your own 6-pack in Kentucky, they'd have like a Kroger, and it'd be like, you know, just your simple type stuff usually. But then once in a while, somebody at Kroger would screw up, and they put like 6 hop slams in there or something like that and everything. You're like, okay, that's 6 for $9.99 versus $15.99.
I'll only for names Rajay though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it today for $18.99.
For hop slam? It's $15.99 here right now for a 6-pack.
Yeah, where did I see it? I just saw it today. I was like, oh, $18.99 is a little rough. No, I'm going to say no to that.
Yeah. I think the highest I've seen it was $17.99 a few years ago, but like right now it's on sale for $15.99. But like the double pitch that I saw here, because usually you get like a 6-pack of cans and it'd be like $12.99. You're like, okay, well that's cool, but 6 16-ounce cans of a double IPA from Highwire, $12.99. Put it in the cart.
In case you were missing Baltimore.
Oh, the chocolate volcano. I've had that one.
Oh, heavy seas.
You get that at Jungle Gyms?
I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see what you think about that one there. Because I think I have the review up on that one on the channel for when I got it before.
Which I got it to review on our channel also, but I was like, a lot of that. I'm like, I need to be drinking some of this stuff, but
yeah,
I'm ready to catch up on it. So,
all right, there you go.
That's what happens. You're just like, I got it. Oh fuck, I just drink this right now. If it's good, I'll go get another one somewhere. But
yeah.
The problem is when you drink one that's like a limited one, and you're like, oh, I should have saved this, and be like, it's too late.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I gotta wait the next year if this comes back. If it comes back out.
Yeah. It's just sometimes, like I'm sure both of you know. Sometimes you just want a beer. It's like, I don't want to set up a camera. I don't want to set up a microphone for the podcast. Sometimes you just want to drink a damn beer.
And just relax. Yeah.
Good call there, JT.
Yeah, dovetail with the Czech Dark Lager. Very nice.
And if you saw JT, if you see this from Goldfinger, their Polish pills, that's a winner.
Always check dates at supermarkets. Yeah. Always check dates at Total Wine. If you have a Total Wine where you're at, they are notorious for having old beers on the shelves, just to let you know. Yeah. So make sure to check dates on that kind of stuff. And like an IPA anymore, without a date, I don't even buy the IPA.
Yeah. Well, even like our Binnies here, like if it's in the build your own mix pack section, check the dates, because that's usually the stuff that's
where they start shipping it to.
Yeah. So I'm always leery. If you see like the Christmas stuff, all right, okay, that's fine, that's fresh.
Yeah.
But like IPAs and stuff, I've got to look at the can. No.
Well, even then, a lot of those stuff aren't even dated. Like the
yeah, some of them
pack or whatever. Like the box is dated, but the actual individuals aren't always dated.
Mm-hmm. So you're looking at those, no one comes over from the store like, hey, you need any help or anything? Nope, just seeing if this beer is old. They always love that answer.
Seeing if it's gonna pour lumps when I pour it out.
Yeah. But JT said Goldfinger is solid.
Yeah.
Exactly. The build your own rack's always oversized. Well, not always. Depends on where you're at. Like the build your own, like the Kroger type stuff, they always have some good stuff in there. Like, Jungle Gyms, they've always got stuff that's legit there where you can build out, because you can buy any beer there individually. Party Source that we have here is another local spot. You can buy any beer pretty much individually, and then Party Town is another one. But it always depends. You have to know your stores. That's what you got to do, because the better you're knowing your stores, the better off you're getting the beer you want to get, and not have like some old stuff possibly being out there. And if you do get an old thing, you can always point out, like I said, we've had people reach out to some of the breweries like, hey, I got this at this store here. They didn't change it out. It's like a 6-year-old Brooklyn. And the Brooklyn makes up for it by sending you some other stuff or try to, make amends or whatever. Because they know they're supposed to have their people checking stuff too, doing a quality check.
Yeah, I mean, the sales rep or the distributors should be doing that.
Yeah, and they should be. And some of them don't do that either, right? So they want to make sure they're getting you the best product out there. Tell by Todd's expression, he's thinking about something taking place here.
That is dangerous.
Oh yeah. Heavy seas. You'll have you up there like Lieutenant Dan.
That is not at all.
You don't get it. You don't get the alcohol coming through. It's yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You drink all those, and like, I feel like I'm not going into work tomorrow.
All of a sudden, Heavy sees you out in the middle of the street dressed like a pirate after a plane.
With the peg leg, like, come on.
Yeah. Heavy seas, they got some smooth stuff.
Yeah, I've had stuff from them. That I've never had this one, and that's damn good.
Yeah.
I would say if you can find it, pick it up.
Yeah. I think the last one I had from them was their barrel aged loose cannon, which was their IPA. That was interesting because you don't see a lot of IPAs getting barrel aged. You see more now than you used to, but still not a good amount of them. And
well, I've had the regular one of those, but I haven't had I haven't seen.
Yeah, the barrel aged was pretty smooth too. So
Wow, the Bears aren't losing. It's actually tied 3-3 in the second.
Oh, was it 3-3?
Who are they playing?
Seattle.
Seattle.
And only three. You know what? Didn't Seattle lose like their star running back or something? Or
I don't know. I'm just getting updates on like the phone.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, 3-3. All right.
I was watching earlier. They did the bowl games on ESPN, but I think there was a mention of the Seattle team, like their star running back being out. So their backup is supposed to be doing stuff tonight. But I don't watch them as much. But Gino, Mountaineer, so hopefully Seattle. I mean,
yeah.
Sorry, Dave. Hope they pull out the win, but just because W.
Me too. I have them a football pool, weekly football pool pick'ems. So
yeah. Fantasy's over now, isn't it, for a lot of people if you do fantasy football?
No, well, this is so at our local brewery, they had a football pool.
Like a suicide pool?
Survivor pool or something like that?
Survivor.
Now it's every week you pick every single game, and it's not against the spread. You got to pick the winner of each game. So you total up all your points each week.
Okay.
And you get one game where you pick as kind of like you're not going to lose game, and you get 2 points for that one.
It's like a confidence pool where you put like 15, 14, 13, 12, whatever you put. You put a point value.
No,
okay.
You just pick them, and that's all it is. So it's your point
okay.
total. So if I win, say 14 games this week, I get 14 points onto my total. So right now I'm tied for first.
Shit.
And the overall first of the whole thing is $2,000.
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So first is $2,000, and like second place is I think 400, and then 200. I think I can't remember the exact counts after that, but I'm like, let's go, baby, let's go.
Yeah.
Time's about to load up on some utopias. You get $4,000, you could drink one in one night. You're okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If we see in a couple of weeks, Todd smoking a big cigar, drinking the utopias, we know he won.
Right? Like, yeah. He must have won. All right.
Yeah. But next week, new year, 2025. Any plans for New Year's or anything taking place, or do you guys do a celebration or?
She's got
watch the ball drop.
She's got to work New Year's Day, so
I usually used to work. This is the first time I've had this week off as vacation. So usually I'm getting up at 3, 4 in the morning to go to work. So I don't know what to do with myself now that I don't have to.
Yeah.
I guess I'll watch Ryan Seacrest or we'll do something.
Now, whether I do something or not, I don't know. But she's got to work. She's got to work New Year's Day. So she's not doing anything.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I've toyed around before about doing a live stream for New Year's, but I got to see what she wants to do because every year she wants to do something and then she's in sleep by like 9:00. And it's like I could have done a live stream, I could have done this or that. So maybe we'll see what happens. If not on here, I think Chase is going to do one, so I might pop on his or something too.
Say, if you do, let me know because I'll probably be around.
Yeah.
Come up and end up doing something, but chances are probably not.
But speaking of live streams, there will be a live stream tomorrow for those of you watching here as well that will be doing the top beers of 2024. I'll be sharing my top picks for 2024. Todd, Dave, if you want to join and share your picks, you're invited as well. I know Todd's planning to try to possibly be here. So, and then maybe a few other people, just kind of the beers we've enjoyed this year and maybe talk about some of the things upcoming for that next year that we're
because we do nose in years past that we've done. So
yeah. And I think it'd be kind of fun just to kind of do something like that, just to share some thoughts out there as well. But yeah, New Year's next week. It's just this year just kind of ended really quickly. So I feel like it was going along, and then it was like sped up, and then like bam, it's over.
Blink of an eye. It's like crazy.
What's not crazy is this beer. Yeah, you got to get some of this double dry hopped.
Like I don't know if I'm sure I've seen it and I just haven't bought it, but I know like the one that I really love from them, they do like a strawberry one. That's like phenomenal.
Is it the strawberry? Is it strawberry M31 or is it
or
strawberry
M43
tweet?
or something like that?
M43 or something. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really good.
But it's still an IPA, or is it like something different?
Yeah. It's like a strawberry IPA. I'm looking at it, I'm like, all right, I'll try it. And I'm like, oh damn, this is good.
Dave, we got those here. We did get those here.
Okay.
We don't get them all the time, but I've seen them here. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh snap! We got a real OG in the house.
Yeah.
Here's the map from Massive Beer Reviews. Mm-hmm. Merry Christmas. Hope we had a great holiday. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, everything on the move went decent enough for sure. Mm-hmm. So put a lot of stuff in storage, but now kind of settle back in. But great to see you. And I was just talking about you a little bit ago about the guy we ran into in Niagara Falls that actually knew you at the Brimstone. So it was just so funny. Small world with beer people. So yeah. But if y'all haven't checked out Matt, I mean, he's definitely one of the OGs out there as well, kind of kicking it. And this is kind of like the last show for the year. So I feel remiss if I didn't say, as we close out the year, not that we're ending right now, so don't go anywhere. We're still here. We're still going for a little bit. But to definitely raise one up for Kevin from Clement's Homebrew, Greg from Greg's Beer Reviews, and of course our boy up in Michigan, BC from BC's Beer Reviews.
Absolutely.
Cheers to all of you. And then also for me, lost one of my longtime supporters there on the BeerVentures Facebook page, especially, but Mary Clark, who was passed away just recently too. Because it's not just about us doing the beer stuff, but also the fans and supporters that like to watch stuff. So cheers. I know you guys are having some fun times at the bar up there if you're up there at the bar. So cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
Yeah. And hopefully all the rest of you stick around with me for a lot longer. So yeah. But it's always a sad thing when none of us beat Father Time. None of us are immortal. Nobody knows what the next day is going to bring. So
Father Time's undefeated.
Yeah. Gotta enjoy everything while you're actually here and take advantage of it for sure. Yeah. And shout out to also, not that anything's happened to him or anything, but shout out to our buddy Billy Raggy. If you watch Raggy in his beer channel, I know he's been kind of walking the line there. He found out he had like type 2 diabetes, so he's kind of tailoring some stuff back. But great guy, great channel. Billy does some kick-ass stuff here, so shout out to him too.
Guys, I think I'm going to have to cut it short because my back is really stiffening up right now.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to have to walk this off for a little bit. But I'll try to jump on tomorrow. But if not, you guys have a great Happy New Year, everybody that's watching. Happy New Year.
Too, brother.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
Yeah, hopefully I'll try to jump on tomorrow real quick and say hi to you guys or think of something the best of for 2024.
All right, excellent. Well, cheers, Dave. And make sure y'all check out Dave here, Beer in Front.
All right, take care, guys. We'll see you.
Take care.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, so 2024, 2025, more beers on the way. I mean,
yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna have to pull up the Untapped and start scrolling through and just see because I'm like, I don't like Joe, the Beer Patrol. Like he remembers everything from like 45 years ago.
That guy, God, where's he been at lately?
It's not the same as what I had 6 years ago, but it's pretty. I'm like, I can't remember 6 days ago, let alone
He's like, hey, listen, guys, this ain't the same shit. I'm just saying, yeah. Oh, we gotta get Joe back up here for something too. So I know it's tough for him because he's working at this time when we're actually doing everything.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, cheers to him and Jack and everybody who did a great Christmas. I'm sure they probably did, but hopefully we can get them down to Carolina. So that'll be kind of nice. I don't think Joe really drives as much. So when they came to Cincinnati, did Jack drive?
Yeah, him.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they both came over. That was when my brother was married to his wife that lived in Cincinnati, and they came over to his house.
Okay.
Yeah, after we was with you guys, or with you and Eric or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
when at the same time when Eric was down there too.
Yeah.
So that one night, it was the night they came into town. It was before we actually all met up the next day.
Yeah, because they were staying like in North Cincinnati or whatever when they came down. Yeah.
So they were staying pretty daggone close to where his ex-wife now lives. So they came over and we all hung out in the backyard drinking some beers that night.
Yeah.
That was a good time. It was fun.
Yeah.
I like go Jack.
Yeah. Fun times for sure.
So,
yeah. But for those of you watching, Mal is actually under the weather some, so that's why she's not here tonight as well, just to give you a heads up on that. So hopefully we'll get her back here shortly. I told her, don't even try to push yourself if you didn't feel it tonight. Just, get the rest in.
Well, what was it, last week or 2 weeks ago? She tried to jump on and you could tell, like,
you could tell, yeah.
Go on, just go take care of yourself, man. Just don't worry about it.
She's the best non-paid employee I've ever had. It's like
right?
that episode. If you watch Seinfeld, there's an episode of Seinfeld where Kramer is working for a company, but he doesn't even work there. He's not even an employee. So he's just there doing shit. And like he gets called into the boss's office and he's like, Kramer, like I seen your reports here. Like, I have no idea what you're even talking about. And he's like, I don't know. It's like this, and he's like, I'm gonna have to let you go. He's like, I don't even work here. And he's like, that's what makes it so difficult. So yeah. But she's hopefully she's doing better and love to get her back on when she's in good shape, of course. So yeah. But so now we're past Christmas. How long do you keep your Christmas tree up? I don't even put one up because it's just us, but what's the rules on that? Is it after New Year's you take it down? Or is it before?
It's funny you said that because I was with my mom today. Well, I had to get some work done in my car, so she took me to go pick it up. And she's like, what are you doing tomorrow? Are you taking your tree down? I'm like, no, we don't take it down that soon, but maybe this weekend. I don't know. I was like, it's not even New Year's yet, but it depends. It really just depends. We don't really have a set time of anything. But I know people do it next day or whatever, so.
I remember as a kid, it was after the first usually, but I thought it had to be like by that after the first or before the following month. I don't know. It's kind of like the don't wear white after Labor Day type rule or something. I don't know.
I remember like as a kid, going to like New Year's Eve parties at your family's houses or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The
Christmas tree is still up, right? Yeah.
The holidays, so it's like okay.
Yeah.
So we don't really have a set time. It's just kind of like, I'm all right. I'm over. I'm tired of looking at it. Let's take it down.
I feel like the tree had to be up because wasn't it like New Year's Eve with the mistletoe usually and stuff too? So you can't have mistletoe and not have a tree.
Well, yeah.
So it had to be up still around somewhere back in the day. I don't even know if they still do the mistletoe. Mistletoe might not even be allowed anymore because I don't know how the culture has changed. It's like when Richard Dawson used to kiss women on Family Feud all the time. Now you can't do that. But back in the day in the 70s, Richard Dawson would kiss every woman. Full right there on the lips and the thing. He
wasn't just kissing them.
And he wouldn't take a no. So
tongue involved too,
yeah, so it's different times now, but so I don't even know if mistletoe. Like if you have a mistletoe, do you have to get permission to kiss that person? I don't know how it goes nowadays, right? Yeah, because it used to be like, mistletoe, and then you had to kid so I don't even know what the rules are anymore. Yeah.
That's why I don't wear the mistletoe belt anymore.
Yes, right. Don't wear the belt anymore. You're under the mistletoe. Mal's been going for a month. Tell us the truth. She's the one flying those goddamn drones. Yeah. Possibly. I think there'd be too many drones for Mal. Mal would not be able to handle flying all those drones. Trez in the house. Cheers, Trez. Merry Christmas again, my friend, and get ready for a Happy New Year. And Trez, are you planning to try to go to the beer fest or anything like that for February? Because Todd and Shannon will actually be up to volunteer with me too.
Trez
let us know. Or at least that weekend we're up when you guys come up here. We can try to do something and get together. Yeah.
So we need to come up with a plan. Not saying well, you too, if you whatever. Me and her need to come up with a plan where they're coming up.
Yeah.
We'll probably stay Saturday night for sure, just because.
Well, a little bit of drinking and stuff.
So
Right?
we'll probably come up Saturday morning, stay Saturday night, and then come back Sunday. So
Yeah, because Sunday the 2nd, I'm going to be at the WVU UC game that's here. So my boss already got the tickets and everything like that. Like, you're going to the game with us because he's UC and I'm WVU. So like, yeah, I'm in. So
all right.
I'll be like, you don't got to turn it down. I was at Beer Fest yesterday. Y'all too loud. No, I'll be geared up and ready to rock and roll.
We have 2 beer fests back-to-back months. So we got your alls, and then
Oh yeah, I should try to come down there for Tailspin actually.
and then Tailspin, which is the following.
Yeah,
month.
I'll see if she wants to. I'll see if she wants to come down there because she was talking about getting together with you and Shannon at some point again. So
yours is February. Is it February 1st?
February 1st, yeah.
And then Tailspin is February 1st or March.
No,
1st.
March 1st, 2nd, yeah.
So yeah, back to back. We already got our tickets for that one too. So
Yeah, I'll see if she wants to try to go down for that.
yeah, you should.
The Catholics say you should wait until the 12th night to take your tree down. So January 12th, so 2 weeks. I feel like 2 weeks is too long though. Into January, or is the 12th night counting down from Christmas? Because then maybe that's that following Monday after New Year's.
Let's see, ours will either be this weekend or following weekend after New Year's.
Did he say when the needles start to fall or the pan is dry? that dairy, man, them old fashions are hitting you, son.
Yeah, right.
Are you still in the dark right now?
Must be some good stuff there.
Yeah. I remember when the pen needles start falling, that people start taking it down at that point. But that's when people got real trees. A lot of people have the artificial trees nowadays too.
Yeah, ours is artificial, so
Yeah. Yes, sir. Back at you. And plan on going. Can we? Okay, so we're on the day session for that day for Saturday. So
they are having 2 sessions again for that.
yeah, they're just having a one day now that it'll be Saturday and then Saturday night.
Yeah.
And it's at Xavier this year on the Xavier Arena rather than where we were at before at Duke Convention Center.
Downtown, yeah.
So you actually apparently they're on the court and everything there too. So
Sweet.
I don't know.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that'll be awesome. So we'll be the best. And the basketball arena is like 5-10 minutes from where I live at now. So it's like right here near me. I can't fathom the irony of the Catholic Church telling us when to take our pagan Yule trees down. Oh, the irony. The 12th is January 6th, 12th night after Christmas. Okay, so that would kind of fall in line really with that Monday after New Year's. Because I'm looking here and the 6th is that Monday after New Year's. So yeah, usually have it go through New Year's into that upcoming weekend. We always take a tree down after January 1st. So at least getting it through New Year's.
Yeah. So that's kind of what we do. So, just kind of depends.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're still down there, this will be in July as well. That will be coming down to South Carolina, North Carolina. So, if you're still in the area, that'd be awesome because then you can actually meet up with us down there too.
What is that, right? Is it the middle or the end of the month?
I think it's like the middle of the month.
Like 11th, 12th or something? Whatever.
I think we were looking.
Can't remember.
I want to say the 17th and 18th, I believe.
Oh, yeah, you might be right.
I think that's what it was, the 17th of July to get in. But it all depends because, like last year, we came in a day early because, I got there and got to see Ray do some stuff there too. But I might go in a day early because it's like I know Chase is trying to figure out which one to go in Nashville. It's like I come in a day early, I can hit the other two or whatever too. I feel like I'm trying to maximize going down for it.
Right. Yeah.
12th night is also the start of Carnival season. Oh, did not know that. There's an old show on HBO I used to watch back in the day, Carnival. That was an interesting show. Yeah, I was into that one. Freaky, weird, but pretty good.
That it was.
Yeah, and ever since this, hello to everyone there as well. Yeah. So right now, one of the shows I'm into is on Netflix, and it's called Madness. I don't know if you saw this or not, but the guy that's the lead actor was the black guy from the Fear the Walking Dead. I don't know if you ever watched the Fear the Walking Dead, but he was the one that was kind of the slick person that was kind of trying to hustle the different people.
Yeah, I watched the first part of it
it's like he was in there like in the first season or whatever. And he's basically like a CNN reporter who decides to get an Airbnb. And then when he gets his Airbnb, like somebody gets killed out there. That's his neighbor. And the neighbor is like a white supremacist. And everything kind of starts a position where it's like pointing back to him as him being a murderer, even though he didn't do it. And he's trying to tell people he saw the murders. They tried to kill him. It's like a whole interesting type thing. And he's just trying to, and it just starts to snowball and snowball. So it's kind of interesting. It pulls you in there pretty good. So I'm like on episode 5 right now. It's like a limited series, so it's only like 7 or 8 episodes, but been pretty good.
I just started one today. Shannon has watched the first season already. It's on Netflix. And it's only one season out. That was the name of it. Let's see. It's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
It was called The Sandman.
I haven't heard about that one, no.
It's kind of odd, kind of weird, but it's really good.
Well, I think Squid Game 2 is back in a couple weeks. The second season.
Previews of that today also. They were showing.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. And then Stranger Things comes back for its final season here shortly as well. So I don't know. I can't find time to get half the shit done, even watch some of these things.
I stopped watching after about the 3rd season of. I don't know why. I just never, because there was so much time that went in between. I just never picked it back up again.
I get hooked into it because of the 80s nostalgia now. Like the last season, it was like so 80s. It was like, this was fun to watch. Just like from some of the memories on stuff.
I liked it, but it's like from the time that thing started till the update, I'm like, those kids aged like 10 years. It felt like.
Yeah. One of them's got a kid in daycare now. What do you mean? She's only 14. Yeah. The poll's getting a little tighter. Bad Santa still in front, 45%. Someone just casted a vote there. I see it went from 40 to 45 right before my eyes. Bad Santa 45. And then we got The Ref. All right. The Ref getting some love, 25%. I feel like people missed that movie. If you haven't seen The Ref, you should check it out.
The Ref is good.
Trading Places 3rd with 20. And Screws did get on the board at 10 right now. So
somebody voted for it. All right.
Yeah. So it's a tight race right now, but Bad Santa's definitely holding it down.
I mean, Scrooge is definitely not getting any love.
Yeah. I mean,
that's
it's tough competition now.
But it is tough competition. It is tough.
I mean, you talk about those movies that are there, right? Bad Santa, easily a lot of lines you can quote from that movie. Trading Places, same thing. I wouldn't say The Ref is as quotable, but if you've seen it, it's just so captivating of a movie. Like the humor in it with Dennis Leary, and then you have Kevin Spacey in there as well, who's great. Which I don't know if he's canceled or not now. I guess I don't know if we mentioned Kevin Spacey's name, but as far as the role, he did great in the role. And then Screws had some pretty good stuff there too. So yeah, it's just tough. It's tough.
That's a good collection of movies right there.
See, there's JT. The first time I watched Bad Santa, I didn't shit right for a week. That's from the movie there too. I ain't messing with you, Willie. He's like, no, not that. Oh my gosh, yeah. And that was one. Me and my wife and my buddy Scott and his wife went to go see that in the theater. And it's like there's like the movies you go with, and it's like you double date, but you and your boy are like cracking up, dying, right? Like, and the wives are like, "What is wrong with?" Like me and him were like almost on the ground laughing watching that movie. Like you get a good laugh going, you start just cracking up, and almost like you're down to a knee because it's like you're just so much into it, and it's just
you're walking out and you guys are like, "Oh, this is great," and they're going,
"Yeah."
It's all like, what are we watching here? This is terrible.
Yeah, I mean they got some of the humor, but we really got a lot of the humor.
Oh,
we were just all over the place, cracking up in that movie. So, yeah.
Now I need to go watch it again.
Yeah, Bad Santa's got some funny lines with it. Yeah. Oh man. Well, yeah, so we got some movement there on the poll itself. Did the Chiefs win yesterday? The Chiefs did win, didn't they?
They won big. They won big yesterday.
Yeah, I feel like the Chiefs have become. I don't know JP still if you're still here or not, but I feel like the Chiefs because he's a huge Chiefs fan. That's been like the team that everybody seems to be starting to hate at this point. I feel like online, so many people are hating the Chiefs. They're like,
Yeah, they won. Yeah, they won 29-10.
yeah, it's like it's the Chiefs. Oh, they got the refs on their side, or blah blah blah. I haven't watched any of the games, so I can't really say, but it just seems like they're getting a lot of hate thrown their way.
And then the Ravens also won. They beat the Texans 31-2. Who scores 2 points in football? How does that even happen as your final score is being 2? Like, come on, man. What are you doing? Like, you're not even trying.
One team started to play football. The other team started to play rugby.
2 points. 2 points. It's probably like
2 point.
time all
So
season.
that was like, was it a safety they got the 2 points off of, or was it like a block conversion and ran back or something? I wonder.
Oh,
I saw somebody get 2 today in a college game because they blocked the extra point and ran it back.
good question. I have no idea. I didn't
Yeah.
really watch it. So I don't know. I just saw the final score. I was like, okay.
I mean, what's your motivation? Well, at least we didn't get shut out.
You're right. Like, all right, here's your participation certificate. Here you go.
Yeah, I'd rather take a 0 than 31-2. I think just like that. Just give me 31-0.
You know what? You're kind of not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, I feel like kind of like.
I don't even want those 2 points. You keep them. Like that again. That last kid in gym class. We don't need them. You keep them. Put them on your team. We're good.
I just said that kind of makes me wonder, like, how did they get the 2 points now?
It had to be. I was thinking there had to be a safety or something. I would think, but because you rarely ever see an NFL with somebody blocks it. Do you get 2 points in the NFL now if you block an extra point and run it back? Right? Did they add that into the NFL as well?
Honestly, I have no idea on that.
Okay, it might just be college, so it might have been a safety for sure then.
Yeah, because I was thinking, hell, I didn't even realize that was in college either.
My Saints got shut out Monday night, but that jump pass was awesome. I'd rather take a shutout than just scoring 2. I just feel like, I don't know. Don't even look right.
That was the old Drew Brees days right there. Every pass he threw was a jump pass. I feel like it was so small.
Was Tim Tebow the first one that really did the jump pass, though, back in college with Florida? Was there anybody that did the jump pass before him that really jumps out? I don't think so.
Well, the one I think of is Drew Brees that used to do that all the time.
See, I think of Tim Tebow when he did it back in Florida as a Gator.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that kind of transpired over because Brees at the time went to the NFL, but he was in San Diego, I think, when Tebow was a Gator. But when he went to New Orleans, he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're jumping as a quarterback to make the throw, it's probably not a good thing. But
I've never seen a jump pass back in the 20s. Because back in the 20s, they didn't even want to throw the ball. It was all run for the most part. So I forgot what year the forward pass was finally put into the league.
Well, back in the 20s, hell, they'd run up with like four running backs. It's like fake, triple option, whatever. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it was like the wing T backfields and all kinds of stuff they would actually have. Yeah. I remember back in the 80s, Oklahoma with the wishbone. That was a beast of it. I think they probably ran the wishbone better than the other off. I know Georgia Tech did it for a number of years, and like some of I think it was that Navy, the Armed Force, one of the Armed Force academies.
Navy and I think Army both did.
Yeah, but when Oklahoma in the 80s were doing the wishbone, Billy Sims and them at there, good luck trying to figure out who's going to get the ball and not get run over by them. Yeah.
And they'd have games with like 2 or 3 running backs with 100 yards plus or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Breeze really did that, but look up Spencer Rattler. So, Spencer Rattler might do it now. But yeah, Spencer Rattler came after Tim Tebow.
Okay. See, I always felt Breeze because I thought he was a short guy also because he played at Purdue, but I was thinking he was a short dude. I always felt like he had to jump a lot of times to throw the ball.
Yeah. Good luck when the autogram in the 40s used to jump pass a lot. Well, did they do the jump pass? Was it called the jump pass, or were they just like kind of jumping because they were short? Like the jump pass is kind of designed into the play, I know, after a point where you kind of go low and fake it and then jump up and throw it. But some of the ones were short back there, some of the quarterbacks.
Did y'all see that the fake play that the Lions ran last weekend?
I saw the highlight on that play. Yeah, like he was falling down or whatever. That was pretty good. Yeah, Dan Campbell, he's got some plays, I tell you.
The running back fell down and the quarterback, like he tripped, and all of a sudden the was like, the tight end all alone in the end zone. Touchdown. Like
Dan Campbell pulled out from backyard football somewhere back in the day.
I was points or something right there.
Oh, you remember being a kid back in the day playing pickup games of football, and it was like 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-0, it may be like that, and you're going back in the huddle, and you're just like drawing in the dirt, like you're here, like you're trying to point everybody out, and you're like, go here, go that, yeah.
Take care and do that. Like what?
We were using chalkboards with no chalk back in the day, just drawing in the dirt. Yeah.
And then if you was quarterback and the guy ran the wrong play and you threw something like, you're supposed to do this, not that. Like, what are you doing? I showed you what you're doing. Like, I don't remember. Like, how much am I getting paid for this?
Right.
Street lights on. I gotta go home.
Yeah, the Lions were trolling the Bears with that play. Oh, yeah, that was just like.
Yeah, it was for sure.
I mean, that was just like. Yeah, that was like a pro team doing something like an 8th grade school team. Like, how do you fall for that? Like, like stay on your man. Like,
they were totally punching them on that one.
That's classic. And what better to have it like than against a division rivalry, so to speak.
Absolutely.
So yeah. But next week we get the second round of the playoffs. What did you think of the first round of the playoffs? I know obviously you were hurt with Indiana.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but no, yeah. I think after kind of seeing the first round of the playoffs, I feel like there's really no need for a first round, to expand it the way they did.
Well, that's the thing. I was going through watching it and seeing all the games. Like none of the teams really hung in there. I think Clemson probably did the best to try to get back in, but it's almost like, do you need 12 or do you just need 8?
But in the end, though, Indiana had the closest score of any of them. So.
Yeah, I mean, Indiana tried to fight back into it, but, it's almost like, did they fight back in or did the other team, like, let up on the gas a little bit, too?
I mean, it was probably both.
Yeah. But overall, when you watched it all, it was kind of like, I was hoping Indiana would get the win. I was hoping Tennessee would get an upset. But you watched them and you're like, well, these teams probably should have been. And the funny thing is, looking at those, I felt like Alabama or Ole Miss would have gave any of the other teams a better game than the 4 that were there, unfortunately. So maybe it is that, but maybe it's not by the way they picked it out for this first time of doing a 12-play team. I think there were a couple other teams maybe that would have done a little bit better. But that's all. Just throwing it out there.
Part of me thinks like the Indiana record and their whole season was kind of a farce in a sense because they really didn't play anybody except for Ohio State and Notre Dame, and they lost both of those games.
Yeah.
The rest of the time, they didn't play anybody that was ranked, so it was kind of like.
It was like the strength of schedule, but then again, Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois in the season, right? So.
Well, and Notre Dame was only like 6 spots ahead of us in strength of schedule, so.
Yeah.
It was pretty close. I'm like, okay. I think in that game, if anybody watched it like that, first interception IU threw in the end zone.
Yeah.
When they were ready to score, that kind of, and then Notre Dame
changed the momentum. Yeah.
I was like, that changed the whole dynamic of that game right there.
Yeah.
Like, if Indiana could have put points on the board, even though if it was just a field goal, it might have been a different game all in general, It's like,
yeah.
But no. Hey, it was a good season especially for IU football.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to take that out of it, right? Like that's how it ended up. In the end, you got to say it was still a win of a season because you never expect to be that way. To be in the playoffs and to have the most wins in a year, that's success for Indiana.
That's the beauty of the thing. Like 15 years later, we're like, okay, who were the first 12 teams or whatever in the playoffs? And IU will be the one. Nobody will be like, Indiana was in the playoffs for that? Like, playoffs.
We're talking football, not basketball, right? Yeah, it'll be interesting. Next year, we got kind of mixed feelings about West Virginia. Get Rich Rod back. I feel like he tried to screw him over the first time, but we'll see what happens.
Was he back in West Virginia?
Yeah, he's back to head coach now, West Virginia. So he can recruit and he can put a team together. So in a way, it's a good thing, but at the same point, it's kind of like,
where was he at?
He came back from Jacksonville State.
Okay,
I remember he left West Virginia, went to Michigan.
He kind of fell down. I didn't know what he
Yeah, went to Michigan, tried to screw over Michigan, and got out there, and then went to Jacksonville State, built them up, and now he's back at WVU. So, which he's like, "Oh, I should have never left. I should have." So he's eating some crow coming back, but he could put a team together. But I tell you what, I'm really impressed by what Colorado's doing, what Dion's doing right now. I keep seeing all these signees that he's pulling in, transfers that are coming in from Colorado, that are decommitting, and some of the recruits he's getting. I'd be surprised if Colorado's not in that title hunt in the next 2 years.
Well, and a lot of people are thinking he's going to go to Florida State, but I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. That would be tough because what he's built in Colorado is just like he's basically walking on water at this point out there.
Oh, right.
Like, yeah. So I don't know. It'd be interesting. What he does with also not having Shador and not having Travis, if Travis does go, because now the talk is like Travis. He still has a year eligibility left. So if he doesn't get like feeling where he might go to a team that's going to let him do both offense and defense, not as much as he did at Colorado, but he still wants to be able to do that, he may come back for another year. So he has that option too. So
what year does it actually end where you get an extra year for COVID stuff?
Fuck, I don't know. Like I see people that are like 8-year seniors. Like, what the hell?
I mean,
how did you get?
Like,
how did you get 8 years? Like you're supposed to get 6. He get to 5, maybe 6 if you had an injury. But you got people that are 8 year, like you're just like down there like Van Wilder playing football at this point.
I'm thinking, what game was I was watching? The quarterback was 30 years old.
Yeah, that was one of the teams too.
It was in the playoffs, I think, right?
Was it playoffs or was it one of the bowl games?
No, I think it was one of the playoff games.
I mean, it might be.
The quarterback was like 30 years old. I'm like,
yeah,
this dude's gonna draw. He's gonna draw.
I mean,
when he graduates.
you got Chris Wenke saying, "Dude, you're pushing it right now."
Okay, yeah. For sure. It's like,
right, Chris Wenke wins the Heisman like he should. He's like 28 years old out here.
1 year NFL is like, I'm gonna retire. Yeah, I'm old now, so. God, who was that? The starting QB was like 30 years old. And I'm thinking, how do you get to be 30 and still be playing in college?
Well, if you went to college later, but if you had the extra years and if you got injured, you get the redshirt years from injury.
Yeah.
And,
that's what I was saying. Like COVID, when is COVID over? So I mean, that could happen.
COVID added 1 year. I thought that 1 year, but
yeah, you got 1 extra year on that. But
yeah. Well, what about the thing now? Now, if you go now, they said if you go to junior college, those junior college years won't count against your 4 years of eligibility for NCAA. So now you go to junior college for a couple of years. Now you got like 4 years there. So you got 6 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say you go 2 and then another 4. Like 30-year-olds playing forever. Like,
yeah, and if you're good, where you get an NIL deal, you're getting money like that before you even go pro.
Be better than NFL because most of them guys are going pro anyway. So
yeah.
Okay.
So, I don't know. It's capitalism at its finest at this point.
Go back to college and
play
football.
Just want to be a kicker and just hang out for 8 years.
No,
I'll get a contract at the local Honda auto dealership and just talk about their cars. Come on down to Jeff Thomas Honda. We got the car for you.
Right. I'm waiting this nice Accord. Yes.
Yeah, it's a different time for sure. I mean, players were getting paid for a while back in the day under the table, I think. But now that it's not under the table, it's just kind of crazy. Now they're trying to figure out how to control it all.
Like the Wild West.
Yeah. I spent way too long in college, dropped out 2 or 3 times, 30 when I got my BA, 38 when I got my MFA. Yeah. You got to it's all about finding yourself. Sometimes it might take a little bit.
I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, it's all about the path that you take, the path that you choose, so to speak. When I was at WVU, we had a guy there that he was kind of like the local Van Wilder type person. He was, I think, 28 or 29 and still hadn't got his BA, but everybody kind of knew him because he was always around the parties and just doing all kind of stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what happened to the guy, but I think every college has some people that might be a little older there, like just, finding your way. I think he was there more for the party, because we were a top party school, so we had a lot of fun. But yeah. I'm going to get a beer when Todd comes back here. Let me see. I'm gonna mute him because I'm getting an echo. I think. Oh, Todd's coming back now. I think. Man, yeah, there we go. I already got that comment. There he is. I was getting an echo off your thing, I think, for a second, but now you're back. But I'm gonna go grab a beer. Did you grab a beer?
No, I should have when I got up.
What the fuck? What did you do?
You didn't teach me well enough, apparently, I guess.
I figured you went to grab a
I had to go to
beer.
the bathroom. I was like, oh, I don't want to go, but I need to go.
Well, I'm gonna go grab a beer real quick, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Do that.
You know.
No,
Stuff
you can't read comments. You got the code thing. I thought you could. But tell them about your channel. Tell them your upcoming stuff you got coming out on What's Your Beer.
Okay.
Because you're bringing it back. You're bringing it back. I'm bringing the channel back. Yep. Let them know what you're going to be doing.
That's the plan anyway. We'll see. We'll see.
I do.
So yeah, check me out. I'll be on What's Your Beer. And the lovely Shannon's no longer doing it, so I'll be on there all by myself doing the reviews my own self. So come check me out. See, I probably will do, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6, who knows, this weekend, and with hopes of maybe start uploading them next week, or I'll just wait till after the New Year's and see what happens. Either way, coming soon. Revamping of the channel. Not really revamping, I guess. It's still gonna be the same old shitty beer review. So, you know, without probably the one that most everybody wanted to come see anyway. Nobody cares to see me, so, you know. But hopefully you do. Hopefully you do. We shall see. So that's what I got going on coming up. Maybe after New Year's, maybe before New Year's. Who knows? Who knows? But our channel's out there, so go like and subscribe and notifications, whatever, when it does come up, then you will know and you can be there and have a beer along with it. See what happens. We'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Who knows? One thing I do know is this chocolate volcano from Heavy Seas is pretty freaking good.
Chocolate volcano.
Alcohol very well, so if you can get it, definitely pick it up.
I had to decide what I wanted to get here. Ended up grabbing another one of the double high pitch IPA since I have a 6-pack. So I was like, do I want to take the bourbon, another barrel aged Christmas ale or not? I'm like, yeah. That means I get a new glass. I can just go back with the other glass I have here. Just pour
See,
it in.
I haven't even seen those here.
The barrel aged Christmas ale? Really? Wow. Oh, I did a Shane Bryan pour. I poured hard down the middle. Put a bunch of head on that one. To let that chill for a bit. But yeah. That's like a Shane Bryan pour. Or Dave pours like heavy too. Like that's just when you're pouring. You're like, I don't even care. I'm just gonna pour it in my glass and see what happens.
Like, oh yeah, watch this.
It's like, don't tell me I can't put Mentos into my Coke. Let's see what happens. Oh, I remember that back in the day. Like, don't put Mentos into Pepsi. It'll explode on you. I have not been over to the jungle yet, the jungle gyms. I'm kind of nervous to go because I'm going to probably spend too much money. And I've got literally, I need to shoot a video of the beers I got right now in my closet here. I got I think I went up to 6 boxes, maybe 6.5 boxes of beers. My Untapped says I have 130 beers on my list now. Now, it says 134, but it only counts whatever beer you have once. So if you have a 4-pack, it's not going to count all 4 of us. It's going to say 1, even though you have 4 of those, right? So I've got some beers to work through. And to go to Jungle Gyms just causes a whole other problem. Now, I will say I like getting some of the glassware at Jungle Gyms, some other stuff like that too. But I think you can't just go in and get glassware and not go to see what beer they got in. And it's inevitable in the craft beer world. You're going to find a beer you have not seen before, and it's going to say limited release. or seasonal, and you got to get at that point because you're like, oh no, it might never be back out again.
When we were there, I didn't really see a whole lot of glassware.
Usually when you went to the one at Eastgate.
Yeah.
So it used to be like when you come in, depending on the way that you go into it.
I'm sure I was looking in the wrong place because I was like,
yeah.
I remember when we went there, or I was like, this is when we went there before. I was like, I see some discounted glasses. Like, all right. But
Did you come in through like the candy section or the like seafood deli section, or do you remember how you got into where the cigar was, the cigar humidor?
I wouldn't say.
It's sad that I know the map layout, by the way. Jungle Gym's in my mind.
I wouldn't say it was like the candy section part.
So okay, so when you come into candy section, on the right wall, at least the way it was before, is where they would have like the specials they were running on beers.
Mm-hmm.
The right and the left, they'd have specials, and then you make a left to get into the beer area.
Yeah.
And you pass a little Eero or whatever food type thing, and across they would have the taps and everything like that and everything. Right. So instead of making that left, if you went forward, is where you go into the glass section. And then come around the other way in the back end. So you may have turned before you really got to where the glass.
Yeah, no, I totally did because we're going that way. So I totally missed that.
And see, Trez is right. Like I said, but I know the layout in my mind. It's kind of like I can go into Jungle Gyms and know which way to go. And I haven't been there for like, I don't know, 5 years, 4 years, whatever it may be. And I know how the layout is at Jungle Gyms.
And I know we say this all the time, but anybody that's never been to Jungle Gyms, it's worth like a weekend trip to go to Cincinnati just to go to Jungle Gyms. I promise you. Even if you don't want to get beer, like the whole store.
Yeah.
Like it's
just like for the food choices and international food and
yes.
Like I said, if you're a hot sauce fan or a hot sauce fiend, you'll be amazed. Like the hot sauce area, bigger than people's offices. Like there's so many different hot sauces.
If you were to go down every aisle just to see what the whole store's got, it'd take you like 6 hours plus. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. Yeah, like I've been there numerous times, and I like to smoke a cigar here and there. I've never been into the cigar section because I've been there so long in the beer. And their cigar humidor stuff, they got a lot of good cigar stuff over there, I know. So it's kind of like, I got to come back another day for that. Like,
well, I think we were there probably for 2 hours-ish, maybe. And I never really left the beer section.
Yeah. It's like, I'm tired. What do I do? Oh, they got beer on tap. Let's go get a beer and grab a seat because they got a nice little chair section. Some people don't even shop there. Some people just come there to drink beer and sit there and just drink the beers they have on tap. They're not even shopping. They're just there to get beers. Like, and if I go into the bar, so I went to Jungle Gyms. And I noticed that here at Kroger too. Here at the Kroger, like you're sitting in a grocery store drinking beers rather than going to the bar. They're like, yeah, it was right across the street. Like, I'd rather go here, and I got drunks falling all over me. I got people to maybe bump into me with a cart here or there, but outside of that,
Yeah, it's for sure.
Oh, it's a fun time. And I don't think I told you guys afterwards, but if you like the old school, like little burger or old school milkshakes, when you come out the front to the right, there's like a restaurant where they have like old school milkshakes and burgers and stuff, which is actually pretty tasty too. So at least they used to.
At the one in Eastgate?
The one in Eastgate, yeah. At least it used to be one there. I'll have to see if it's still there.
I remember talking about that, but I don't remember even looking when we
were out. Because it used to be like that, and they have like a movie theater out there as well, next to Jungle Gyms too. But yeah, I know a lot about the layout of Jungle Gyms. Half acre is a stuff called chocolate. Why is that? Yeah. Chocolate Camaro, pretty good. Chocolate Camaro. Three Floyds Calumet Coast, pretty good, but not the best I've had. Worth it buy to try. Well, there you go. You know what's funny about Three Floyds, Todd's in Indiana, like we talked about before. Both of you guys are in Indiana. And I was like in Baltimore seeing like Three Floyds beers, and Todd's just like, I don't even get that here, and I'm in the state. Like, how are you getting in Maryland?
What the hell? Wait, what is here? What's going on? How do you get that? I've never even seen that before.
I always like some Three Floyds. They got the variety pack out right now, and it's got Zombie Ice, Zombie Dust, and a couple other special beers they did here. I don't know if you've seen it there or not, but it's like a 4-pack, like their zombie pack or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. I think you're right. I think it is like the zombie type beers.
Yeah. Shared over 120 beers this year. Nice. Yeah, I think the last time on Untapped, I looked at my last count on Untapped. You're saying shared or stored, by the way. I think I was over 7,200 beers I marked in. Now, the funny thing about Untapped is I didn't start using it until 2015. So really, only like 9 years have been on Untapped.
A lot more than that.
I'm 55. All those other years, they're just like out there. It's kind of like Deacon Jones. Like they said, if they had the sack rule back when Deacon Jones played, he'd be the all-time sack leader. Because he just had so many sacks, nobody was just tracking him. So I'm like, I don't even know where I fit in all the beer drinker level where people actually are. Just kind of like, these are the stats since they've been recorded. But what about the pre-stats? Like, where would I fit overall out there? So,
in fact, actually, the funny thing is, like, my aunt and uncle we went to for Christmas. They didn't say it this time, but they've said it before. They're all thinking like, do you drink beer every single day, or this and that? And, see things of drinking beer and stuff. I'm like, I drink maybe on Thursday, Friday, Saturday-ish, maybe. Sometimes randomly through the week, maybe, but
right,
like really maybe 2 or 3 times a week at the most. Like, well, it seems like I was just checking, making sure I was kind of worried about you. I was like, no, it's good. It's all good. What I failed to say was I probably make up for the rest of the days on the days that I actually do drink. So it probably balances out,
I don't drink all week, but the days I do drink, I mean,
You're right.
Like that old Army commercial back in the day. We do more before like 9, before most people do the whole day. It's like, yeah. Yeah, it's just so funny knowing that whole layout. Walking around with a blindfold. Just know where to go.
Like,
Cigars are the best for great prices. I'll keep that in mind. I gotta get over there because now that I'm the place that we're staying at here in Oakley, we have like a deck, so I can actually smoke cigars out there. So I'll do some. All right. One of the things you'll see upcoming on the channel is I'm going to probably do some pairings of some cigars with some of the stouts and stuff. So I will be looking to get some cigars at some point here, but definitely will hit that. Always want to go to Jungle Gyms. Jungle Gyms is awesome. Well worth the visit for sure. And if you have people that said, Todd said, people that have seen Jungle Gyms, it's worth it to go get the whole experience. I share videos of Jungle Gyms on the channel as well. And people are amazed about some of the stuff you can find in there. Yeah, it's hot. Yeah. But yeah, I just haven't gone back over there yet just because it's like I just know when I go, I'm going to be getting some stuff. I will say the thing I would do if I went to Jungle Gyms, which maybe I'll shoot over there this weekend when I have some time, is I would especially go in for stuff that I wouldn't usually get. Like I would go in and I would say, I'm just going to get like, for me, when I buy a lot of beers now, outside of a few of the IPAs I've had here, like I get the local Kroger, I try to buy beers I can cellar. Because I know I'm not going to drink the beers anytime soon. So I can go to Jungle Gyms and say, I just want to find like some rare barrel-aged beers. Like, for instance, Todd had been on the hunt trying to find some of the Big Bad Baptist beers, like stuff like that you don't see in other spots that you might say, okay, I'll get these here because I can't get them anywhere, and I can sell them and I don't have to worry about putting the pressure on to drink them at some point. Like, I won't buy into the lower-end porters, lower-end stouts, lower-end IPAs or any of that stuff because that just throws off the whole system. But I can get a lot of good barrel-aged stuff at Jungle Gyms and a lot of other things where you can just let them sit for a number of years, which, yeah, I've had some stuff here for a number of years. That one I just did, the live Christmas sale one, I got that, I mentioned, back in 2023, and it was good through 2025 is what they recommended. That was such a smooth winter brown ale, that Corson Dunk, that it's nice to buy those kind of beers, let them sit, and just see what they turn into over a period of time. Todd doesn't mention that the ABV average is 10.7. Just a few beers, dude. We do drink some of the higher ABV beers here for sure. So although tonight's been kind of tame. I mean, the high pitch was only 9. The Boss Sweet was 9.3. So I didn't get any double-digit ones that I've done yet. I could have if I went ahead and got that barrel-aged Christmas ale. That was 10.
Well, this one's only 7, so
Yeah, he got down a little bit. Well, actually,
pop
you
that
could.
one.
Oh, I've never tried that one. I've been wanting to try that one for the longest time. I just never picked it up.
And it's a Belgian cherry ale, barrel aged. You know,
What's
so
yeah?
but it's only 7%. So
It's Duchess. What is it? Duchess
Red,
Yeah.
sweet cherry sour is what it.
Yeah. I've been wanting to try to pick that up at some point because I've seen it before.
So I've had this one for a little while. This is one that we got at Jungle Gems, actually.
Yeah. Because you get everything at Jungle Gyms. Yeah. Here's EB in the house, my man. What's going on, brother?
Like deep, like purple.
Ooh.
Purplish color.
Purple beer.
Yeah.
Purple beer.
Ooh,
I gotta tell you, the beers are hitting tonight, that's for sure.
that smells sour.
But yeah. But see, Todd is off tomorrow. I am not. So I'm trying to moderate. But Todd can let it go just all willy-nilly into the night if
That's
he wants to.
project hours tomorrow. So.
Yeah. Well, I usually, because I would try to take off when I can, but we did the move, so I had to take some extra days there. So yeah, I'm pretty much no PTO until after the first of the year.
Yeah, so today, tomorrow, which I had to put in. So at the first of the year, we always put in our vacation PTOs and stuff. I mean, you can take them throughout the year, but if you want certain dates or whatever, then that's when you put them in.
Yeah.
So usually always put in like right after Thanksgiving. And oddly enough, I've actually got them every year I've been there so far. So
nice.
So somebody else usually if they put in for them, they usually try to give it to the newest person to ask for it. So
yeah,
for whatever reason, I've always had it. So
yeah, once the first rolls around, I'll go to my manager. It's the first of the month. I'm gonna take my PTO. Get up. Yeah. So I mean, we can actually put in PTO 6 months out, but I haven't done it yet. But I got to put in PTO for when I go up to Columbus at the end of January, so I can go to the conference and then a couple other stuff that I'll be doing. Like it? Is it like a cherry tart, or what do you get like flavor? Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Not really taste much of the barrel in it, but
secret is the Belgians know what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
The Belgians don't mess up with no beer.
Man, that's really good. Yeah, Rod, if you can find this, totally pick it up for sure.
Sold. All right. God damn it, Ty, you costing me money.
This is basically $6 a can for it, but
oh yeah, to get that in here over here. Yeah.
But good Lord. Like that's like a high octane Kool-Aid.
Yeah. That's like Lindemans, like the Lindemans Frambos. You get some of those. That's just like magic.
And the bad thing with those is they're only like what 3% alcohol or something. Like they're not very.
But that's the good thing is you can drink them all day long.
Well, no, you can't.
Yeah, but yeah, they're low. I think the highest.
So.
I think the highest ABV one might have been around 4.5 or something like that, and everything on one. But usually they're 3s. You're right. Yeah. But that raspberry flavor, the raspberry,
they're
it's like so good.
Like,
yeah.
For the price and you want more alcohol, that's not the beer you want. But
no.
Just for the taste or whatever, then absolutely all day long. Yeah.
That's why you got to drink those and put your pinky in the air because you're like, I'm having a Lindemans Frambose.
Right.
This is a Lindemans Frambose.
What's up, Alan?
About to start editing. Oh, the Vikings. You know, I in the beginning I started watching Vikings, but then I stopped for whatever reason, and that is a pretty good series from everything I've heard about
Same here.
And I never watched Ted Lasso, even though Ted Lasso always seems to be pretty good.
Ted Lasso is awesome.
Yeah. Always appreciate you, my friend, stopping in. If y'all like reaction channels, Eclectic Beard, my boy Alan, make sure to check him out there. I mean, he's crushing. I think he's like 110,000 subs now, but always has some funny stuff taking place on his channel.
Yeah, Alan, watch Ted Lasso to the end because it's awesome.
Says Lambic Yuck wife likes them. The wife may like them, but it's so good. Don't hate on the Lambics though. They're like, like the nectar of the gods right there.
Like, come on,
But-
son.
Come on. They're definitely that sour. That sour definitely hits you for sure. Look at the poll. Oh, look at that. They tried to catch Bad Santa, but Bad Santa said, not so fast, my friend. 54% right now. So more than half are still going with Bad Santa.
Okay.
And then the ref is now 21%. So it's getting almost up to a quarter of the crowd. And then we have Trading Places at 17%. Screws pulling up the rear at 8%. Screws is still hurt down there. It's just,
He's limping in.
yeah. It's not looking good for Bill Murray and the crew.
Right, you know what? You know what I'm looking forward to the Beer Fest as much as anything.
Is what?
Getting a new T-shirt.
A new T-shirt for Beer Fest. I just call it. What color are we using this year? Oh, I think I got that one. I might be able to save you a few bucks if I bring my old one. Yeah, no, yeah.
I mix the blue one again. I'm like, okay, all right.
But they have to change them every year because people would have the old colors sometimes. But yeah,
Right.
yeah. Yeah, I do. Who needs another T-shirt? Me. All right.
You're right.
Yeah.
But she says about glasses. There's like, glass. I'm like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
How many glasses need? As many as I can handle.
So Shannon's never volunteered with us, so she'll get a kick out of it. It's just like, what do you want? Shannon be like, I want to get another beer. Well, just go get it. And they're like, I gotta stand in line. No, you just go up and get it. Like, you don't have to worry about it. There's no line when you're a volunteer. You just walk right up to the tap.
Rod, can you imagine the line to get to the booth we're going to be working because she's just going to talk to every person that walks up there, and she'll be pouring the same person 3 times before they leave.
Yeah, but she'll be good for us because I can see Shannon talking to them and like, hey, you need to follow these 2 guys because they got YouTube channels. She'll tell everybody about our channels and stuff, I'm sure. So
absolutely,
it'll be good marketing for us. Yeah. Refocus my channel going after the 25 to 45 demographic since the last year. Over 50% has been in 55-65 range. Audience of attrition. Well, I mean, 55-65. That's me, dog. I'm in that range. So I'm not going anywhere. So don't got to think it's attrition. You got an opportunity to still be able to share that. And some of those people might be other people they'll share it with too. I don't know. Wherever your numbers are, that's the people you're pulling in. Lots of confusion on what constitutes a Christmas movie these days. So, LOL. Well, it's funny you mention that because we talked about that kind of a little bit last week. When a Christmas Lethal Weapon, technically you can say it's not a Christmas movie, but then they can say it is a Christmas movie because it is around Christmas. It does have the Christmas themes throughout the movie. You have Martin Riggs character who's trying to deal with the loss of his wife at a tough time because it's the holiday season, who gets brought in by Murtaugh and his family to be accepted, which part of the holiday season is bringing in others and kind of like the whole, Jesus at the manger type stuff. So you can make an argument Lethal Weapon can be a Christmas movie. So that's kind of been one on the fence there too. Is it just because it happens at Christmas or not? So does Christmas have to be the center theme or just be a part of the theme? I think it just depends.
Very true. See, Rod, the one that just commented here, and he's one of my good buddies. He lives here. So he's maybe coming up to the Beer Fest in Cincinnati.
Gotcha, EB. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to bring him up here too. Okay, we should have got him to come into Beer Fest with us. 30% at 65 plus. They're phasing out, but oftentimes away from YouTube where they don't always return. Yeah, I mean, I guess that could happen. It's all about your analytics, right? So you're trying to maximize them. So I get that for sure. He said, for show. Give me a super bad for show. Yeah, we should have had him up here for some stuff. Yeah.
See, Rod, speaking of Beer Fest, I need to get you here this year for the Taxman Beer Fest.
Which is different than Tailspin. That's a different one.
Yes, no, this is like in June or no, August, maybe August or September.
Well, let me know the dates and stuff now that I'm back and
You
everything.
know, Taxman is the Belgium style. Not only you like your Belgian, so
Yeah, well, Taxman at the one point was going through one of my friends up here as a distributor, but he got out of business. So I'm not sure where they go through now. But I've met the owner of Taxman before, so
all right.
yeah,
It's
I definitely
cool.
like.
It's cool.
I'm like,
Usually, me and Shannon's brother goes every year, and
yeah.
I think their cousin's coming up from Tennessee to go to it this year. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Well, your Taxman is the only Taxman I like, especially around tax time.
right.
So-
But it's fun, yeah, because it's a good one because they have breweries all over the country that's
Yeah.
that you don't usually see, especially here. Like you don't see a lot of those breweries around.
Well, now that I'm back too, I need to reach out to Sam down there and come down and get you over there to go to Against the Grain or whatever, because he's welcomed me down there before, but then we moved. So I need to let him know that I'm back and try to get something set up with him.
Yeah, let me know.
Because I'm with them on LinkedIn and stuff too. But yeah, I have to get down there and check out their site and do some stuff. And I'm actually going to be going out. I just talked to my buddy Mike over at Mad Trees. I'm going to try and do some Mad Tree stuff here after the first of the year. They got a new spot they're opening up in Blue Ash up here. But he's great. He's like got pretty much open door for me to come over and do stuff. And
Nice.
I got to get back in touch with Winning Cast because they're doing some good stuff down there in Kentucky as well. And a lot of good breweries around here too. Still, it's kind of the net number over the last year. Craft breweries, it was kind of a loss total. I think it was like 300 and whatever open, but like 300 something closed. But it was like a net loss. But still, it's a lot of breweries and stuff. And here in this area, there's a lot of good breweries doing some stuff. So yeah. And then one of the other guys I connected with here, Gnarly Gnome. I don't know if you've seen the Gnarly Gnome stuff, but he's got a YouTube channel and Facebook page, but he's out of Cincinnati, so we connected. I've had him on before on the channel, so he's definitely one to connect with there too. But a lot of good stuff that he's actually been sharing on things taking place. So
nice.
I mean, the beer scene here versus the beer scene in Baltimore is night and day on stuff. I mean, Baltimore wasn't hurting, but it wasn't up to like we can get here and stuff. And now coming back here is so funny. Like I said, when I left, we couldn't get other half here. And I come back and we can get other half here. So it's like that was one of the spots that was missing. It's like you can get other half now in some of the spots here. Their distribution has opened up. So yeah.
Yeah. So who needs Joe?
Yeah, Joe, who left us long ago anyway. Like, try to take your other. We got our own other half distributor now. we got our new dealer for other half here. So, but again,
we was talking about the get together. I think Chris was gonna pick Joe up on his way down this year.
Yeah, I think Chris that would be good. I think Chris was going to come down. Yeah,
I thought he said that over the summer when they might stop right there together anyway. So
yeah, he's only like 30 minutes maybe from where Joe is. I think from Buffalo to where he's at Niagara.
Actually, I guess Ray.
If that, maybe less than that even. Yeah, I don't know if Ray and them are going to drive down. I know Paul's going to drive down because Paul has family in Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
So me and him were talking about trying to catch up when he comes down to see them on some stuff as well. But Ray may drive too. I mean, they may drive together actually. So they did before.
Ray, Shane. Right there.
Yeah. I feel like Shane's going to probably fly. I feel like Shane's like, I'm not a car person. I need to fly. I want to.
Well, he might, and Alan probably will. Alan will for sure.
Alan's definitely more of a fly type person and stuff too. Yeah, yeah. That'd be a heck of a drive. Shane Black, writer, direct top Christmas movies: Iron Man 3, Lethal Weapon, The Long Kiss Goodnight, The Nice Guys, and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Just one dude's contribution. Was Iron Man 3 done at Christmas, though?
That's what I was
I
thinking.
didn't realize that. The Long Kiss Goodnight, I think, was definitely around Christmas. I do kind of remember that with Samuel L. Jackson and Gina Davis, which is probably the hottest Gina Davis has ever looked in a movie, by the way.
Yeah.
I never finished The Nice Guys. I never got through it all. I just kind of got bored with it.
I've never seen it, so I can't say it.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That's an old one there. I do remember that one from back in the day. I'm having Max Schadenfreude watching Bear fans suffer in the rain. Are the Bears losing now? Because I know it was 3-3 when Dave had to get off earlier. So
Well, I still saw it was 6-3, but
God, it's like
No.
watching paint dry in that game. Is it bad weather then? It's like all the rain and stuff, or
hell, it's still 6-3. 6-3, 14 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
that's an ugly game right there. Yeah. Well, the Bears, I think, are out of it, right? But Seattle needs to win to stay in the playoff hunt too.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they had 3 different premier games on earlier today for soccer from overseas because Boxing Day is a big thing for that as well. Bad weather, but even worse football. It's like, oh, there's gotta be better things on TV than watching this, right?
6-3, like now I'll pass it up.
Yeah.
And go on. What else is on?
That's funny.
I gotta watch the Christmas Story for the 45th time in 2 days.
Yeah, I'd rather watch that over and over again. Yeah. Are there any movies for New Year's holiday? I'm trying to think. I don't think there is. Is there a New Year's movie? I know there's. I'm thinking in my mind. I know one. I think I can't think of the name of it.
I could be totally wrong. What's the Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan movie?
Oh, Sleeping in Seattle?
Wasn't that during kind of like New Year's or no? Am I wrong?
Oh, I never really saw that one.
It's been a long time since I've also seen that. But part of me thinks it was kind of like during New Year's.
New Year's.
But I don't know if that was necessarily a New Year's movie because.
New Year's Eve. I never saw that one. About Time. What is the Office Christmas Party? That's Christmas. That ain't New Year's. The Holiday. Holiday. When Harry Met Sally? Was that New Year's? I don't think that was a New Year's movie.
Okay. I don't know.
What are you doing with Google?
It's a different Meg Ryan movie.
Oh, yeah. Sleepless in Seattle is on the list. That was with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
4 Rooms. Yes. That was a New Year's movie. Quentin Tarantino. I've seen that one. That was good. Yeah.
I would never think of that one though. But...
Yeah, that was New Year's.
Okay.
That's
a bizarre movie. If no one's ever seen it, like.
It says Ocean's 11, the original. It looks like
the original.
Yeah.
Actually, I watched a remake of it today. It was on TBS or TNT or something. It
says Moonstruck. Never saw that one.
Yeah, I've never seen that one either.
I don't see a lot of chicken.
Isn't that the one? Isn't that with the Cher? Moonstruck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Poseidon Adventure? I saw that as a kid, but I never thought it was New Year's. Okay.
What movie?
The Poseidon Adventure, Ernest Borgnine and Shelley Winters. Yeah.
I think they're just making shit up now. Like that was New Year's ish. Okay.
Oh, Ghostbusters 2 is on the list. That was New Year's. I don't know why you traded place on here. That was Christmas more than New Year's.
Maybe
unless it was after New Year's when they wished it, like when the market and stuff. Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah.
Are we there yet? Ice Cube was Christmas. Was New Year's? What? I never saw that because I was like a kid type thing. I think they might be making up shit on here.
That's what I'm saying. There's grasping for straws at this point. Like, okay.
Yeah. I will say 4 Rooms was a New Year's, though. I do know that happened was New Year's. Moonstruck, definitely worth seeing. Good characters, good writing. Yeah, I never watched it as much just because I don't watch a lot. And I don't want to use the term chick flicks. I didn't supposed to use it anymore, but it's more definitely not my speed along those lines. Because even she doesn't watch that. It's like she won't watch any of those. Like she doesn't watch like that or Beaches or, other stuff, That would be considered like that rom-com type stuff shit. Or whatever. Yeah, that sappy type stuff. Yeah. 4 Rooms. Yeah, 4 Rooms is a great film. That was funny as hell.
That makes me want to go watch it again.
Emerson said when Harry met Sally, New Year's. Okay. I guess I didn't think about it. Trading Places. I think a Trading Places is more Christmas than New Year's, though, when they're actually doing everything. So maybe by the time they end up getting the Dukes back, maybe that's when it's New Year's. Sucker Proxy. That's a movie from back in the day I forgot about. And as to drinking the Three Floyds Chain Sword Extra Pale Ale, the Three Floors Turbo Reaper. Did you get that in the variety pack? Because I think those were the other two ones I was talking about with the Zombie Dust and Zombie Ice. Now that you mention it,
I think it maybe so. I think it is actually maybe.
Okay.
I haven't seen those. Very well could be.
Yeah. Zombie Ice, I did enjoy that. I like Zombie Dust anyway, but Zombie Ice, I really enjoy it. A misnomer about Zombie Dust is people think it's an IPA, but it's not. It's just a pale ale. But that's how close the line is between IPA and pale ale. Mad Santa's still holding on, 54%. And the ref's going to be second. I would have thought Trading Places might have done better, but it's the third place right now.
Yeah. I mean, what, Bad Santa? What's second?
The Ref.
The Ref.
And the third is Trading Places, and the fourth is Screws.
I mean, honestly, that's probably the lineup I would go with in that order, honestly. I mean, the ref Trading Places could go, second and third, flip flop.
I just think like the quotable, like we talked about earlier, like the quotable lines in Trading Places, I feel like are a higher level than what the ref would be. Like there's so much people pull from Trading. You can pull from Trading Places, yeah. So I thought it might be a little higher.
It could be that, yes. It could.
Yeah.
But to me, of those four, Bad Santa for sure is like number one.
I thought Screws would have a little bit more in there, so. But yeah,
I feel like that's one of those movies you never think about when you watch it. You're like, this is really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't think about it, but it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Bill Murray, it's like, what's not to like about that?
Well, that's like, yeah, that's what I started watching the other day. And it was kind of like, next thing I know, I'm like 20, 30 minutes into watching it again,
Yeah.
Trading Places had the train scene on New Year. Yeah, when they go in New York to corner the market. Yeah. So we can say Trading Places covers Christmas and New Year's then. So maybe that's why they had it on the New Year's list then.
The 2 for 1.
Yeah, but I just feel like the majority of the movie was more around the Christmas time. But yeah, 2 for 1. The Shining had a New Year's thing? Was that the ball or whatever they had, The Shining, when that happened? Because I think they had like when Jack Nicholson was having the delusions, it might have been New Year's ball. Yes, variety. Crown Liquors in Indianapolis. So he did get the variety pack then. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I remember when he said chainsaw, that popped out of my mind. So yeah, I've never had the chainsaw one though.
I have not either. So Aaron, if you got an extra one of those, save one, share with us all.
Todd's like, hook a brother up.
I need some of that.
You got any more of those chainsaws? Oh, talking on my ass. What the beer got you?
What's new, JT? What's new?
Oh, I feel like I need to get back to Chicago just to go to the Bad Apple one more time.
No, I was getting ready to say that, right? I was like, I'm gonna go over and just hang out with JT and Liz just because, like, we had so much fun that weekend. And it took us around and it was like, Bad Apple, like.
Yeah,
I need that burger again. I
think I'm never going to forget that place. That's how good the hamburger was at the Bad Apple. It's kind of like you etched a spot in my brain for whenever I'm back in Chicago. Bad Apple. There's certain spots I remember. You're one of them.
Yes. It was. Yeah, that burger easily top 2 or 3 burgers I've ever had.
Yeah. It's like, y'all sprinkle crack on this thing or what? Like, right? I feel like I'm addicted to this burger right now.
You come back to the door like, hey,
I'm
more of that.
like, you can tell me. I'm not a narc. You can tell me.
Need some more of that. Need some more of that.
Tell them to put the extra crack on this one. Oh, that place was the bomb. Place was the bomb. Yeah, that's absolutely, my friends. We'll hold one back there for you and everything.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Three Floyds. Because I've seen one of the Reddit groups I'm in, a lot of people have been posting the Alpha Claws, and that's such a good beer to actually enjoy too from Three Floyds. Yeah. That's always tasty around the holidays.
I mean, they reigned supreme so long in Indiana, and then it's like 18th Street Brewery came along, and they kind of surpassed them a little bit. But I don't hear nothing out of 18th Street anymore, so I don't know if they're.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about 18th Street. I mean, I was in Maryland the last few years, but since I'm being back, I don't see anything on them really.
And it could be our dumbass owners of liquor stores around here don't get them anymore. I'm not really sure, but I don't really see them that often. So. I mean,
they're still open as far as I mean, I haven't seen anything
as
they
far as I
weren't.
know, also.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of their stuff distroed here as much as I did.
Let me see if they got anything on 18th Street here. Y'all at 18th Street Brewery. That's pretty solid.
I'm gonna try it, and then I see the 18th Street. It's like, this might be even better than them. And then all of a sudden, it's kind of died down on their stuff.
Oh yeah, they're still out there because they posted up 9 hours ago, and they posted a shot of their beer and this double hamburger. They got like a smash burger, looks tasty.
Oh, okay.
18th Street Bar and Grill.
That was the one place I wanted to stop. We're there and Three Floyds when we went to Chicago this last past time, and we never did make it.
Yeah, they got a New Year's celebration for December 31st there, it looks like.
Nice.
18th Street Brewery.
Because they're right there in like East Chicago, basically. I think it's
with Hammond, Indiana. Yeah, right across the border.
City there, so that in itself kind of seems like you got to be a little brave to go there, maybe.
Out of my way, I'm going to 18th Street Brewery. Yeah. You got no time for your foolishness.
Right.
Hammond, Indiana. Gary, Indiana. That's where the Jacksons
Gary's
were.
Gary's.
Yeah.
At one point, was the most dangerous city in America. At one point.
Yeah. The most dangerous, but you gave us Michael Jackson. Yeah.
I'm not really sure they claim that. I don't know, but
leaves the question of who's bad. Yeah. Your beer is mine. What was I reading? Something on Facebook the other day where Michael Jackson, who was it? It was it Tupac? I think they said like Michael Jackson was like going to beat up Tupac or something one time or whatever. Because Tupac was dating like one of the girls that Michael Jackson was like close family friends with, and then like how he was treating her or something. But yeah, but Tupac was only like, I don't know, let's say like 4'9" or 10, maybe 5'2". He was short. I've seen Tupac back when he was here when we went to like the Source thing, and it was like he wasn't tall. And like I said, they were all walking around with Thug Patrol shirts on. They're all like, they can reach up to kneecaps. Like, what are you taking out as a Thug Patrol? Like, you're not like.
You know what that makes me think of is like, what was the little claymations where they would fight each other in the ring? Or
the MTV.
Yes. What was the name of that show? But I'm thinking now, I'm like, I can see like total Michael Jackson, Tupac going at it in the ring or whatever.
That was the MTV shit. JT will probably know offhand, but yeah, because Mills Lane was the referee for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. That was fun to watch, but I can't remember what the name of it was.
No. They said Michael Jackson was a black belt though, so too. So I mean, I'm not saying just because he can't fight because he was just so skinny, but it's just funny when you think about him actually intimidating like
I know.
Tupac as well. But then I'm like, you met
Yes,
Tupac. He's
celebrity
not like huge.
deathmatch. There you
Yeah.
go. Yep. There you go.
Yeah. Those were fun back in the day watching MTV.
Well, I mean, it's kind of he would be kind of like Mike Tyson. You hear him talking, you're like, you ain't whooping nobody's ass, and all of a sudden, like, the black belt comes out, and then,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, it's like the
there
Dave
you go.
Chappelle to the Charlie Murphy with Prince story, right? So, yeah, like Prince did what?
Yeah.
They're like, no, true story. They're like, people were talking about afterward. Like, they went to Prince's after one of the shows or whatever. They did play basketball, and Prince was whooping their ass. Yeah. Was Prince was like a point guard or something back in high school or something too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was. I mean, they say he did definitely have ball skills, back in the day. Welcome to Gary, Indiana. Do whatever you want. Well, that or San Francisco. San Francisco seems to be also the same type of situation. Yeah. Like literally, like they close like San Francisco down like at 5 o'clock. Get out of the city before it gets nightfall. Like, what is this? Living Dead?
Yes.
It's like Living Dead out here or something. Get out here before the zombies show up.
Before the sun goes down, you better be out, be gone. Oh.
Yeah. You don't want to be out here after dark. You're like one of those old movies, like the old Friday 13th. Like, you kids go home. You don't want to be out here.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. What are you doing?
It gets crazy. Oh my goodness. But yeah, wow. Can't believe we're on the age of 2025.
Another year in the books, my friend. All the shows, another year in the books.
Yeah, it'll be 10 years and come March. So we get the 10-year anniversary show out there that'll be upcoming to do as well. And
10 years.
shout out to JB, Northern and Southerner Beer Reviews. He actually just got his 10-year anniversary too. So kind of crazy just thinking of been on YouTube 10 years from like something not to be expected from back in the day. It was just never targeted to be out doing it as long as I've been doing it. So, which, I'm not even the old school. Like Matt was here over Master Beer Reviews was doing it longer than I have. And,
Forever.
Yeah. But it's kind of fun. Just maybe talk about that when I do the 10-year show about some of the things that we've seen or not seen, like some of the channels that were here before that aren't here now, some different things along those lines. And that'll be out in March, so when I do the 10-year anniversary. So
Mark
YouTube.
Calendars.
YouTube then and YouTube now. Whew. Yeah.
Whoa. Night and day. I'm thinking back, but now you say I'm thinking about it's like I remember when first met you and Joe and whatever we used to do the hangout was like 10 people on the show. It was like sit there all night long and drink a beer and never say a word. It was like I couldn't get a word in edgewise because everybody's talking over everybody. It's like drunken one and everybody's like, what the hell? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, we did the 10 people panels back in the day. It was just like Google Hangouts. Yeah. It was you get drunk in one and you get red on one stream, and it was just like
red beard,
good and Tom. So getting them all.
It's like popcorn. I'm gonna sit back and just watch. I don't even have to say it, but I just watch and drink beer and eat some popcorn and just be amused.
It's like, wait a second, I got a point to make. Shut up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like 4 people talking at once. Like who's like my mom Funko clubs. Like how did my dad used to say like how do I even pay attention and know what everybody's talking about? Because all I hear is like 8 people talking at one time. And you all answer every single one of them. Like, I don't even understand what the sorcery is going on here.
Sorcery. What is this magic you're wielding? I don't even know what it is right now. Yeah, it would get crazy for sure. Yeah, from the Google Hangout days to where we're at now. People doing StreamYard or Restream.
Well, I remember. You remember, like when we were doing that, and when Joe and Drunken One first came on, all you could see was their icons.
It was just their icon, right? Yeah.
So I always thought Joe was like in his 40s or 50s even then, just because just to hear him talk and stuff, he always kind of sounded like an old soul.
Yeah.
I actually finally got to meet him, got to see him in person, on YouTube and stuff. I'm like, wait a minute, you're not the same person that was doing that then. We couldn't even see you.
It's like Brother Where Art Thou, Babyface. Who just said that? Who just said baby?
Yes.
Another great movie. You haven't seen Brother Where Art Thou? You should, because that's a classic.
That is a classic. But I feel like those two always stood out to me because they were always on like the blank video. You could hear them,
yeah,
you could see them. You know what I mean? Like, and everybody else that was always on there as the video and stuff.
Yeah, Drunken One definitely had to get the gift of gab. So, yeah, but it was just fun. I mean, and then some of the other channels that were out then that aren't out now. It's just like amazing. Like some of the people when I came on board that I would actually watch that aren't here now. Like just not here now because they quit their channel or they're just not here, right? So it's just the times that change. But Joe D was one of the first one. I gotta get Joe on at some point.
Joe D,
just to do a sit down with him. But just the first time I saw him in his old Guinness and different stuff like that, and that laugh he has, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I like this guy.
Yeah, his channel was one of the first ones I started watching. Actually,
yeah.
For actually getting involved in the stuff, I was like, okay.
Yeah, we can connect with him over the years. I haven't been on any of his stuff recently because once fall hits, usually Saturday nights, I'm usually watching college football and all that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna get back on some of his live streams and stuff too. He's doing a bunch of stuff. He got the barbecue thing he does now, where he's shipping barbecue all over the country and stuff, which is pretty cool. So I don't know if you saw it recently, but he's gotten into grilling over the last few months and everything. So the food looks great that he's doing.
I just got a new grill for Christmas, so.
Oh, get some grill videos? Some grill.
So, I don't know.
Grill videos?
Maybe I can start a little something there. I know you've said it for years, but
I've said it for years.
I know,
yeah.
We shall see.
Grilling's a good spot. I mean, people love to see different recipes and grilling type stuff, and could be a good opportunity to share some of the stuff out there. I know I like a good barbecue. I'm just saying. So I know other people do too. 10-year anniversary is tin or aluminum or aluminium. Which do you want your beer helmet made out of?
What is your beer?
I have some concerns of Emerson's making me a helmet. Like, I think it'll be the special kid in the class or something like that. I got my helmet.
I'm here. We're rocking back and forth, like, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Where's my baseball?
Have you seen my baseball? Yeah. Oh, God. Are we allowed to say stuff like that anymore? I mean, is that something about Mary? Can you do something about Mary now? Would that be like canceled?
I guess. We'll find out. I'm going to get you censored.
If you did something about Mary nowadays, is that a movie you can get past the censors or would it get canceled?
I don't think so.
I mean, that was a good comedy movie, but nowadays that might be too sensitive for some people.
I feel like that'd be censored and parts out of it because like brother would not be in there for sure.
Right.
He'd be yes.
Oh yeah. You get the Franks. You get the beans ahead of the
Frank. He's like, oh, God.
I gotta call nobody else. Okay, and the whole fire department shows up.
Yeah, like the whole town's there. And like, what?
Oh man!
How'd you get the beans about Frank? That's classic.
Oh, something about Mary is awesome. Yeah. It's just so funny how you can't do some stuff nowadays compared to what it used to be. I mean, that's shocking to me. Like,
One,
Had her-
and even like her hairstyle, which comes out with it, you know, the
Yeah, she put the hair gel. Like that's not hair gel.
hair, whatever. Like, I'm sure that might be censored, even that part.
Yeah. It's like you got to unload the gun before you go out. I found some hair gel.
Stiff as a board.
Oh god. What do you do with you got like what was the other one? American Pie. Could that be released nowadays? American Pie?
Yeah.
I mean, American Pie definitely hit some boundaries that today would be considered like maybe out of bounds, but back then, I mean, I think American Pie is still hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Road trip.
Levy in that one alone, just because, like,
What's it like? It's
when
like
he's trying to talk about the sex part of it and the female or whatever.
yeah. It's like a warm apple pie.
Yeah. Next thing you know, he's got it. Walks in the kitchen, like, "What are you doing?" Like, well, you said it's like warm apple pies.
Yeah, give it a try, right? So yeah. It is a true classic. Along Came Polly's another one that's pretty funny too. Yeah.
Those are good ones.
Beer Fest helmet, right? Well, even like, I mean, it wasn't as far back, but like something like a Tropic Thunder, like it was released this year, would it still be as accepted as it was back then? Because I know
That's true too. Yeah.
but that was some funny humor. I mean, people got to learn to laugh more about themselves on stuff.
And they're all Ben Stiller movies too. It's like, what are you doing here, Ben?
Ben Stiller's like the young Mel Brooks at this point, like on the
Yeah.
stuff he's actually created, right? Like, yeah. But that's, I mean, pushing boundaries are fun, right? So that's
kind of part
that's
of it.
kind of our generation is like push the boundaries.
See how far you can go until it's like, okay, too far, I guess, maybe. But now even nowadays, like, don't even try to even get to that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Few and far between, but it's usually just kind of plain Jane, mellow.
It's just like there's like I don't know, like some type of thing where they don't even get near it. Like I was watching like on, I don't think it's Nick at Night anymore, but like some of these old channels and stuff, I'll flip through in the weekend and it'll be like Good Times or All in the Family or
the
Jeffersons, and watching some of the episodes, and it's like, 2 a.m. or whatever it is, and you're watching it, you're laughing, and you're just like, I wonder if I could do it today. Because like today, you feel like some of those episodes are like offend people in some type of way that's totally different than what it was.
Yeah,
but I'm like, but there was like truth and stuff behind them on things too. So
what
like,
was his name? That was the creator of all those series.
Norman Lear.
Norman Lear, yeah, and then
Yeah.
Mel Brooks. Like those two are both like cutting edge as far as like the race kind of stuff.
Yeah.
goes. And like
It was
Like,
just the open.
Good Times and stuff like that, and Jefferson's, whatever. Like those series would not be made today for that
Yeah.
reason, because they were too kind of edgy,
Yeah. It just feels like some of the stuff now today is definitely as trying to act like it didn't happen or whatever. Like we were talking about earlier, like just cutting scenes out and stuff. Like you can't cut scenes out. Like, It's a Wonderful Life.
It's like
You can't cut a scene out of Jimmy Stewart thinking about killing himself, because that's what makes the whole movie.
Well,
He
it's all
realized how bad of a decision it was.
the cancel society, basically, is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just,
When you look
that's
back,
why I like.
Norman Lear, all those series, like they still hold up today, even though they
Yeah.
were in the 80s or late 70s, whatever. It's like those issues then is still a problem now, and it's like that's a problem. You know what I mean? Like that's a problem.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons I like watching like Bill Burr do some of his comedy stuff, because he's real good at pointing some of the stuff out there and just like
Yeah.
holding the mirror up to society, basically, when he does stuff like that.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I identify as a pie, so hard no. You couldn't do American Pie because for some reason he envisions himself as a pie. And he's not warm. He's
doesn't
not
want
warm. He's not warm, and he's not Apple.
just want to be poked. So,
NDT in the house. Cheers, my friend. Great to see you.
what's up?
Merry Christmas. And Yellow NDT, make sure to check him out. He actually does a lot of good stuff down there in Tennessee, sharing a lot of stuff around Gatlinburg areas of different things to definitely check out, and some of the food places and some of the travel places, which is so funny. Now being back, she's like, I want to go to a cabin again. So now I think we're going to head down to Gatlinburg at some point, probably when it warms up a little bit. So I was like, before we were here, you didn't want to go anymore to Gatlinburg. She's like, I never said, women are, I never said that. Like,
Yeah, what are you talking
I'm pretty sure you were saying you didn't want it before, but yeah. So I like going to Gatlinburg, getting a cabin and chilling and relaxing and kicking back. So it's a nice little area you can walk around and do stuff. But NDT does really good stuff, share what you can find down there as well. And if we come down NDT, we try to catch up so I can meet you there in person too. And we can hang out with her a little bit. But yeah. But tomorrow night, again, for those of you watching, we'll be doing the Best of Beers 2024, sharing some of the best beers we've had highlighted. And these will all be beers that drank during the year 2024, not just 2024 beers. So some might be cellar type beers as well. So
yeah. Mine will be for sure.
Yeah, because I can tell you, one of the beers we had was when we were in Chicago, and it was me and TK, and we did a review, and then Mal came in. I don't know, you may have had some of this too, and she's like, "Here, do this one," and it was a Goose Island, Bourbon County, that had been aged like 6 or 7 years or whatever it was. It was so smooth, it was so good. So we ended up doing a quick review on that one too. I don't think all the reviews have actually been released.
No, I remember that one. I didn't get it. I was pissed. I was like, where's it at? Oh, it's gone. I'm like, no. Yeah, so I have to live vicariously through your channel on that one.
Yeah.
So review or whatever.
Well, I was trying to figure out. I did the Moose Killer with, I don't know if it was TK or if it was John. I can't remember who it was, but I haven't seen a video on it. I'm like, I got Moose Killer here. I'm like, I would do a review on it, but I'm like, did we do the other review? Like, where's it at? And I know me and Chase did a review on something, but I haven't seen it either. So we did that from the basement. He was like all directing me like Martin Scorsese down there. Like, I want you to come in through the walkway like this,
I remember you.
Yeah.
Coming here, like, swing through shot. Like, what are you doing? It's just a beer video. Like,
I'm like,
and stuff. Like,
I got the guy going for an Oscar down here. Like, what is going on? Right. I'm like Denzel Washington. Get your hands off me. Yeah, so a lot of good stuff upcoming there. Trez said I had a Goose Island, Bourbon County off the tap at Jungle Gyms a few months ago. Damn, it was good. Yeah, off tap draft, very nice. That was just the base version, so we got all the different variants and stuff too to go through. Which I need to start cracking open.
Bourbon County for Christmas this year.
You did?
It was the
was it macaroon or the vanilla?
Yeah, macaroon one. Yes.
Macaroon. Okay, nice. How'd you like it?
Cool.
You open it yet?
Do what?
You open it yet or no?
No. I still
okay. Yeah. I got the macaroon and the vanilla, and I got everything except the proprietary.
Yeah, so I got the vanilla, the macaroon. Oddly enough, I don't have the regular one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I know they're still floating around here, so I can pick that one up. But
yeah, I forgot what the other one was that I have. The fourth one, I'd have to look on mine.
Because I think we only got 4 of them here that we could.
Well, there was only 4 this year because the other 2 were proprietary. You had to be in Chicago to get the other 2. So, it is. So I have it here. I had it here, but I got more beers since then. Vanilla Rye, Macaroon, Bardstown Cask is the other one. Yeah, so I got that one. That was averaging a 4.5 right now on tap, so it must be tasty. You got Big Bad Baptist. So did you try it yet or no?
Yes, I had it Christmas Eve actually.
Yeah. What did you think of it?
It was the mint chocolate mint one. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I tried to give shares out of it, and everybody's like, "Yeah, I don't know about this." They didn't like the mint flavor to it. I'm like,
It was like
pretty good.
That's more goodness for me then.
Like
okay.
more. That's why I said, "I was like, okay, more for me then."
Yeah. I got a Crooked Run Fermentation Valor I forgot about. That's in my list. 16% barley wine. I bet that's going to be tasty. I also got the vein from Crooked Run, 16% Imperial Stout. Ground and Major Barley from Braxton. That's one I picked up at the airport on the way back. 16.4% barley wine. I'm just looking at my list here of stuff that I got. I got a lot of fucking beers here still. Why? Like Nancy Kerrigan, why? I might be a beer hoarder. Yeah, I got the Big Bad Baptist s'mores, blueberry pie, vanilla bean. No, s'mores and blueberry pie. That was that. I got a Braxis vanilla bean.
Are those
and
still
Bomb
floating around?
Braxis. The ones I got from the other ones,
I want the vanilla bean.
No, the vanilla bean was a Braxis. I got that in Maryland before I left.
I would want that one anyway, but
The Big Bad Baptist s'mores and blueberry pie were 2023 versions.
oh, okay.
I think that's the one that I picked up, but I got the other ones I got here too. I think right now, let's see, Big Bad Baptist.
We got Big Bad Baptist here one time, and it was just the base version of it. I picked it up and never seen it here ever again. So I don't know what the deal was, why they were here.
Might have been just one of those things that you just hit the distributor and they had
It
them.
very well could have been. And I've never seen nothing but the base like stout of that. And I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, so I've got the Big Bad Baptist Coquito, which is an Imperial Double Stout, the Chocolate Caramel Sea Salt, the Brewmaster's Keep, the S'mores, the Blueberry Pie, the Rum Barrel Aged, the Breakfast Baptist, the Toasted Coconut, the Gingerbread, Barrel Strength, Reserve, Rye, Black Forest Cake, Double Barrel Big Baptist, and a Chocolate Mint. Oh, wait, show more. Naked Baptist, Double Jam, Pecan Pie, or Pecan, depending where you're at. The Sextuple, that sounds fun, right? Sextuple. Chocolate Raspberry, Double Chocolate Double Peanut Butter Cup. God dang.
Ooh, wow.
Hazelnut.
Diabetes bottle right there.
Hazelnut Vanilla Latte. The Quintuple Barrel Big Bad Baptist. The Peanut Butter Cup. Not the double that I said before, but a different one. And the Chocolate Rapture. But wait, show more. Nope, that's it. That was just a show more at the end. So yeah, so somewhere in my repertoire here, I have all those Big Bad Baptists I need to do at some point. Now keep in mind, some of those bottles are 22-ounce bottles. So yeah.
So what I'm hearing is you need somebody to help you.
maybe.
I mean, looking out for your own health, just you don't want to overboard. So you need a person there just in case.
Yeah, just in case. It's hard stop. Get the paddles. You saw Bourbon County Cask was my favorite. I didn't even say the Bourbon Counties I got here. What do I have for Bourbon Counties right now? Let me see.
Yeah, so Aaron and I and his wife and another friend of ours, we all went to when Bourbon County came out like the night before.
Yeah.
Actually, it was the night before at one of the liquor stores. They had tastings, so you could pay like $20 for a tasting of all of those. So I've had them
nice.
all, but just in a tasting.
Well, here's the Bourbon County.
I always thought you couldn't get it before Black Friday.
Yeah, some places get a little earlier now. I've
But
noticed.
they were doing them like, how do they get away with doing this? Because I always thought I was always under the impression it was like Black Friday, nothing before that.
Right. Well, here's the bourbon counties that I actually got here. The regular 2024, the vanilla rye 2024, the macaroon 2024, the Bardstown cask 2024, the backyard stout 2023, the bananas Foster 2023, the regular 2023, the Angels Envy 2023, the Eagle Rare 2023, the 30-year anniversary 2022, the Biscotti 2022, the Coffee Stout 2022, the regular 2022, the Sir Isaac's 2022, the Cherrywood 2021, the Cola Stout 2021,
Yeah.
the regular 2021, the Cafe de Ola Stout 2019, the Moncherie Stout 2019, the regular 2020, and that's all of them. So I still got all of those. I still have to go through.
I've got a bunch of those also, and I do have one of the regular when it came in a 4-pack. Remember when it came in a 4-pack?
Yeah,
I still have one of those regular
from back in the day, or when they brought it back a few years ago.
Oh no, the original.
Oh wow!
Before they went to the bigger, bomber-esque type bottles. I still have one of those. So I don't know.
Yeah.
May not be worth a shit now, but
yeah,
might be okay.
You're down by 3 with 20 seconds left. Do you try a 57-yard field goal in the rain or go 4th and 10 for them? Well, depending on the wind and how the rain is going, you might try to kick it, but you might have to go for it, depending. They went for it. Caleb Williams of pressure and threw a pick. Game over. Well, there you go. There was the answer.
So it was the final 6-3.
God, that's such a fucking boring game.
No kidding.
I mean, it had to be miserable to actually even watch. Yeah.
Watching paint dry right there.
That is not a game of legends at all.
No.
Wow.
No.
All right. Well, I think we'll go ahead and get a wrap in here. 11 o'clock. So thanks for everyone that tuned in for this happy hour. And then tomorrow night, we'll be back again for just a year-end wrap on beers. Somehow I'm getting an echo coming back from somewhere. I think
you keep saying that. I have not heard an echo one.
I don't know if it's coming back on your end.
No, I'm not hearing it at all.
I'm hearing it somehow. I don't know if anybody else hearing it that's listening, but could be just one of the weird type things.
So is it 9 o'clock tomorrow? Oh, now you went blank. I can't hear you. I don't know if anybody else can or not, but I'm not sure if we're still live, but hey, how's it going? Tune in to Rajay's channel tomorrow night and watch the beer reviews for 2024 and see if anything's on the list that you've had or haven't had or would like to have. I'm not sure. But anyway, oh, he's back. Still can't hear you, but he's back. I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there you go.
I think the system did a weird thing or crashed or whatever, but you can see me and hear me. So okay.
There you go.
All right, that was weird. So I think something happened to my voice mod that crashed. But anyway, that's fine because we're wrapping it up for the night anyway. But thanks for everyone that tuned in and Happy New Year as well, my friends. Next year, well, we'll be back tomorrow night. If you're around
Yes.
tomorrow night, I'm going to do a top beers of 2024 at 9:00. So if you're around for that, feel free to join us. But if not, then we will see you definitely in the new year.
Yeah, and have a safe, happy New Year. If we don't see you.
Yeah, if we don't see you, have a safe, happy New Year. I'm going to get signed off here. And that's all I got.
What else?
Todd, I don't think there is.
There will probably be more content coming out from my channel. I say my channel now because she done bailed. So my channel. What's your beer? Check me out. Coming up in the new year. If not,
What's your
you
beer?
never know. We'll see.
All right. So as said, he didn't hear an echo. I don't know why I'm hearing it on my end.
Yeah,
because
I don't hear.
I have nothing on the Facebook page even open, so I don't know why I'm getting feedback. But as long as nobody else is hearing it, we're fine. I can deal with that. So
yeah, it's all good.
night all, and we're going to get signed
Good
off
night.
and see you tomorrow if you're around. If not, we will see you soon.
See you next year.
Cheers, everybody.